audios. All right, mine's good. Can you guys make some noise for a moment?
Test, audio, test.
Test.
That's sure.
That's noise.
That's
noise. You said noise.
You made some noise. You're right. I'm wrong in this situation. It's fine. All right, everyone's audio seems to be working. That is
Test
great.
1, 2, 3. Anything but that.
Oh no, that song's in my head now. I hate that.
No, I'm sorry.
It's
Oh,
fine,
no.
it's fine.
Oh god, oh no. Oh no.
Super weird.
happy now.
Fucking weird. Anyways,
This is weird.
welcome, Wanderers, to Records of the Realms. This is none of the normal arcs. We are doing a Planecation. We are doing a one-shot with some fabulous people that we had so many auditions for Dark Arc, and I want to make sure that you got to see their faces and meet them for at least a little while. Hopefully we get them back in the chair for some more adventures. We have audio on. Unfortunately, we are not able to work our caption system like we normally do with our Google Meets. This round, we're going to get that fixed by tomorrow. So there is a captioning add-on on Twitch that you can set up. Hopefully that's enough. So sorry. We try to be better than that, but we're just not in a good place to do it this time. But first, we're going to go around, introduce all of ourselves. I'm going to do a quick spiel for our charity for the month. I was going to say sponsor in quotation marks when I can just say charity because that's what it is. And then we will lead into our little adventure. I'll give a quick intro. Hi, I'm Vinny or Vander from Vander.vision. I do cosplay photography and videography, and I make TTRPG content like this stuff here. Hopefully all of you are ready to go because I'm going to start with all the way at the top, Riley, and then we're just going to work our way down.
It's me. I haven't been given prompts to what to say, so it's my control.
It is.
Hi, everybody. I'm Riley Manis, at ManisVO on Twitter. I am a voice actor and a newfound TTRPG player. This is my first time appearing here on Record of the Realms. Very exciting. I'll be playing BB tonight, a fly monstrosity. I'll pass it to my, I think I'm pointing the right way, maybe this way, yeah, to old Henry over here.
Yeah, I'm Henry. I am also for the first time here on this particular setting. I normally play a bunch of PBTA games, but I'm gonna have fun here tonight. And don't really have any socials. I'm just kind of a dork, and I love playing role-playing games. Woo woo! And I'll pass it on to somebody. Who am I going to?
Yeah,
Down below. Down below.
Sorry. Jonas, you are muted, my good sir. Unless
I am such a great person.
Let's go, Tech.
That's perfectly fine. No, I'm starting off great, ain't I? So hi, everybody. My name is Jonas, aka Tech Frost. If you watched last week, I am a part of Dark Arc. If you want to see any of the content that I post, yes, doing my best. If you just want to see any of the content I post, you can find me at TechFrost. Unless you're going on TikTok, then you can find me at Real TechFrost. Somebody took my name, so you had to add Real or something in front of it. I do everything from voice acting to animation, 3D modeling. I'm creating my own one-shot right now, so baby DM over here trying to be as happy as possible. But much love to everybody, and I'll pass it over here to this side.
Everybody, my name is Andrea. I am Andrea of the Burbs, or Andrea in Paradise in most circles. I have a dice business called Birds of Paradise, and that's pretty much where you can find me. Today I am playing Puck as a Puckwudgie. It is a creature of Wampanoag Native American mythology. So we're going to have a lot of fun this evening, enjoying ourselves and going a little chew crazy.
Heck yeah. Very excited to have all y'all here. So, first part, we are going to be playing the Sagas system, system agnostic. I forget what the G stand for, but it was a very new system that was made up that I kickstarted and a few of my friends did. I got to play in it in one shot, and I loved the system. And everyone here has been creating characters. They seem to be at least enjoying it, from what I can tell. It is very open-ended. It allows you the capabilities of playing in a fantasy realm or in a sci-fi realm or anything in between, and crossovers are even easier to happen because of it. So our character system, the easiest way for you to understand what we're doing is that you want to get the lowest possible number on the dice, aka the 1. So that means that is a critical success when it comes to this system. And then the adjustments that are made is that your dice get smaller the more proficiency, the better you are at the thing that you're doing. So you start at a D12 or a D10, then you work to a D8 and then to a D6, and I think that's the smallest they go. I don't think they'll let you go D4 because then you got a 50% chance of succeeding at everything. But system's very, very fun. We'll hopefully be able to drop a link to that sometime soon because it is such a good time, and I'm super excited to actually get to DM it horribly. I read every single 5e book that was out before I decided to start screwing with that shit. I've read this book twice. We're going to see how this goes. Secondly, we are doing a charity streamathon. Not really. We're doing the entire month. We are doing 12 plus sessions for charity for PCRF, for Palestine Kids Relief Foundation. Some combination of letters, but we are supporting the people of Palestine whatever ways we can. We ask you to as well. We're doing it for Pride Month because if there's one thing us queers know is sometimes you need some help. And we are trying to do what we can for people, even not say more in need, but definitely in need. We have a GoFundMe, a Tiltify up. You can see the bar up there. Every $25 players will have a thing to use. It's just going to be a pool that exists, and we have some one-shots and merch giveaways that are going to be a part of it as well. So the higher we get, the more opportunities to get cool things for yourselves, the players, and also normally me, but any GM, you get to screw them over a little more. It's going to be super fun for y'all. And that's that. Please donate if you can. If not, spread awareness. I think most of us are pretty aware of this at this point anyways, but the more you talk about it, the better chance that we can do something about it. So thank you. Well, that's that. We are going to enter our Rogues Gallery adventure because apparently everyone made a goddamn rogue, but it's fine. It's going to be great. Actually, before we hop into this exact adventure, why don't we go around, because I'm not sure that everyone did. If everyone can go back around and introduce your character, because I don't think everyone got a chance to do that. So, Riley, if we can start back up with you, and we'll just do another loop.
Of course. Playing BB this evening, a monstrosity created by a radiation exposure of a fruit fly and a scientist in the same testing chamber, who is now no longer either of those things, but a new thing. Henry.
Yeah, I'm playing Kip. If you've ever seen Maverick, the Mel Gibson movie, I think was in the late 90s. That's kind of where my character concept came from. He is a gambler, and he has been cursed by a witch to be even more greedy than he was before. He can fly. And off to tech.
All right, I am playing Molary Chops. As you could guess, that would be someone of the fairy folk. Do not, and I repeat, do not call them the Tooth Fairy. They're not the Tooth Fairy. I will go on an entire spill about that, but mostly Molary is here to have some fun, collect some teeth, and share some teeth if someone needs them for any reason. Over to you.
We love a generous person.
I play Puck. Puck is a Pukwudgie of Wampanoag mythology and folklore. They're found in Delaware, Prince Edward Islands, parts of Indiana, and Massachusetts. They can appear and disappear at will. They can shapeshift, and they have a form that looks kind of like a porcupine from the backside, and kind of a half trollish, human-esque front end. I'm going with a bit of a modern version of them, so she kind of has a human side and then a creature side, but she always wears her spines as her hair and her back like a cloak. And she's quite good at throwing fire and teleporting.
Love that. We are having a missing player. Our other friend Mick is having technical difficulties. Unfortunately, can't join us tonight. Wishing him well. Hope everything's going okay. But for now, our 4 adventurers here, for various reasons. I tried to see if we could get you as a group, but you guys are like, nah, we're all having different things going on. It's fine. all found their way over to the plane of the Beastlands. It is if you have a clock of alignment, it is the chaotic good, I believe, alignment area. Where animals run wild in terrains and biomes that are gigantic. Trees as thick as mountains, mountains taller than plains themselves that you can see. They are impossibly big, and creatures from the size of ladybugs can be the size of dinosaurs. Creatures are from all different size, all different landscapes and biomes. And while nothing is necessarily evil here, there is the natural order of life that exists for wilderness. There is still a savagery of creatures needing to eat other things to live, and that is something that, when you see a giant dung beetle just devouring a giant ladybug, it sure changes the way you see reality for a bit. But we are going in tighter to a very specific biome. Inside the Beastlands, there is one of 3 different planes that then has a subplane from there even too, called the Pride Lands, a savanna land that is pure. Honestly, if you like it nice and warm, a little bit dusty, and some nice foliage, plantation for shade, and watch wild animals run through all corners. It is a relaxing and wonderful place to be, and that is where we find all of your characters right now. You are in a part of the land, as most of it is very not lush, but the land is very giving. There are streams all over the place. There is large plantation. When something produces, such as fruits or seeds or nuts or grains, it produces a lot of it. So that way creatures can survive off of it, and the cycle can keep going with much gusto. You are finding yourselves, for whatever reason, in sort of a my brain just shut off, which is the beginning monologue is the worst time for that to happen. You guys are finding yourselves near a riverland, and while the area around you is not pure white, it is the closest you can get with still having a tinge of yellow for sand. It is gorgeous, smooth. As long as you're not Anakin Skywalker, this sand probably doesn't bother you too much. The buildings themselves are made out of a very similar sand material that has been compacted almost to a crystalline level. But it is smoky enough of a crystal that it doesn't make the rooms swelter and destroy you when you stay in it with the sun leaking through. But the palatial area has wide open curtained rooms that you can close along with wooden doors to have your own safety in your own rooms. But there are also balconies and large terraces and, man, I'm never going to own a house, so I forgot what these things are called. Porches. Those areas, those things where people sit and hang out. Where you can be served drinks. You can play in the water, although sometimes the streams will whip you away if you aren't being too careful. And you can watch and interact with some of the creatures that exist in this area. I'm going to pop it all up to... You know what? Let's start with a couple of rolls. Everyone roll me a d8. We're trying to get the lowest number. The lowest number gets to go first.
Got a 3.
We got a 3, a 4, a 2, and a 2. We got 2 2s. Do either of you have pluses to initiatives?
Nope.
In any format?
Not I know
Are you
of.
speedy little people? All right, then I'm so curious. We're going to start with Puck, if Puck's okay with that.
Sure.
Puck, what would you be doing in an environment like this, and what would you say brought you here? Why are you at this beautiful land and also beautiful building with guests that are just enjoying themselves, creatures that are just enjoying being alive for the most part, and also enjoying a wonderful scenic view?
Huck is enjoying being away from humans and taking some time to relax, maybe get a little bit of gambling in if that's available. And as always, just kind of keeping an eye out for some potentially shiny objects to make gently disappear.
Well, all those things that you said are very easily available in an area like this. Um, in here, you are finding nothing. They do not have a casino. There is not a grand area where a lot of people are playing for money. But outside, in basically the backyard where the stream is running right through, people are placing small bets about small different wagers. Sometimes you can just see there's that old couple that just exists at every hotel, especially resort hotels for some reason. You assume that they just own a room here at this point. And like you look at them and they're just slowly walking over to one end of the area. And it takes a moment to realize, oh, they're playing a game with sticks and balls. There's little hoops that they're trying to knock the ball through. But everything's covered in so much sand, there's no color to it anymore. The sand has slowly worn away the color to everything, so they're just like kind of losing track of who is doing what, but they're just playing and having a good time. They themselves are blinged out. They are covered themselves in jewels and gold, and they seem to flaunt it in a way that is just open expression. It just seems to be stuff that they enjoy. They also enjoy shiny, maybe not in the exact same way you do, but they enjoy it at least a little bit. Me having to double check stats because Vinny can't remember all the new things. I'm new to the system too, guys, so we're all learning together. And I would say that is a quick off the cuff thing that you see that would be like if you were looking for just like pure shiny. If it comes to gambling, you can see people are playing card games. You see some people playing a form of a board game with pieces, kind of like chess or checkers. And other people are just doing bare luck of the draw. There is a basket that has like 5 holes around the side of it, and someone is reaching into it and they're pulling out something. Seems to be more of a game of absolute skill / chance than anything else. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Gonna take advantage of the couple getting confused and come up to them and say, "What you doing? What you playing?" She's gonna look kind of over their shoulder to see if she sees Molary coming up on the other side. You have a lot of really shiny stuff. Could I see your ring? It's really beautiful.
Oh, sure. Do you want to see the one that my first husband gave me, or my second husband, or him? They're all different.
You've had multiples, and she just like taps her nose.
Oh,
Sure, any
a
of them.
girl
They're
like me
really
has to.
pretty.
Well, thank you. I know. And she does show off the rings in a moment. While the older gentleman's like, we're just playing a game called Ball and Hoop. It's very famous in this part. Vinny can't.
Ball and Hoop. I think I've heard of that. I didn't it have a name that started with C, but that was in that one plate anyway. And she's got her hands.
Oh, crochet. You're right.
Crochet. That's with the knitting, and she like as she's making the knitting motion, she is wiggling one of the gems off the ring. Not the big ones, but just one of the small ones, and just popping that off. Yeah, that's crochet, and she like tucks it away. Oh man, these are so pretty. Hey, did you know you're missing a gem on one of these? It must be here in the sand somewhere.
Oh dear. That's from Albert's. Kind man. Takes a moment to herself. Darling, I need to find my second husband's ring. It's around here somewhere. You see, he like half-heartedly like, yeah. I mean, the game's almost over, darling. We could just do that in a couple moments, maybe. And just tries to knock the ball through the gate, wired hoop.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, it's goal.
Goal.
Goal. Anyways, yeah. You are. I'm gonna just give that one to you. That you are. Again, you're all a bunch of little rogues. So I'm just gonna let some of this stuff slide without much issue. But yeah, you're able to just a simple ring, able to twist that off. without her notice. Are you trying to stay with them and like help and like add to like the search energy, or what's your next step after that?
I'm going to like help them search and just wander and be like, I'll follow back along the path that you guys came and see if I can find it. And as I get just kind of around a corner, I will just poof and disappear out of sight completely.
Easy enough. As that happens, as you pop away from these individuals, and you just hear like a light argument. It doesn't seem too serious. Mainly the guy doesn't seem to be taking it too seriously, but she's like, "But it was my second husband's ring, Albert." It's like, yeah, but I mean, you got the first one still, and you got the one that I gave you, so I think you're okay. And just trying to move off of that. BB, where do you think we could find you in this moment? At this beautiful
In
vista?
the most opposite way possible, as visible as possible, due to their prominent nature and their lovely, kind of loud wings because of how big they are. Is at the bar, sampling, getting a taste for everything, figuring out what's the best flavor, what's the fruitiest, what's got the most nutrients for a fly man like himself. Just whatever he can afford, he's getting a taste.
You find the bartender Alvin, who is basically a bipedal lion, like not a lion person, just a bipedal lion, who just gets up and is like, "Man, you've been here for a bit. Is there anything in particular I can get for you?" His name is Alvin, and he's just like, I can mix you something good, but like I can't keep giving you just like the separate parts of every single drink. Like, I gotta mix you one thing, just one thing.
Whatever's gonna use the oldest fruit, that'd be great.
Give me a sec. Like, heard the words, it went into his brain, and he's just like, I got a nose. I guess I can try to find it. And just you just watch as this man is just going into like the cabinets, just being like, where the fuck is the oldest there's okay, that's a mango. And just like keeps moving. And after a while comes and pulls out a fruit that you don't actually recognize. It is small, black, and it is definitely plump, but it does not have a smell that you've smelt before, or at least in this specific area. But it's got like a small bowl of it, so puts it on the table and like pushes it towards you with the paw. I could add it to something if you're looking for. I'm not sure by itself that should be consumed, but the customer's always right, supposedly.
BB's just rubbing his hands together, ready to
The classic.
the classic. She's just gonna and like just wrap his mouth around it as much as he can to see what he's getting out of it.
Roll me a d8. I'm gonna just say the closer it is to a 1, the better it tastes for you.
That would be an 8. That would be an 8.
It sounds like Alvin like tried to take some pity on you and be like, I don't think that he understands like what like actually the oldest fruit here would be, and like gets you something that is at least a little more fresh, but that's not what you're looking for, right? You are looking for something that's actually.
I wanted this to be bad.
Yeah,
I wanted the 8.
Yeah, it was just like, I'm gonna give him something that this one's only like a couple days old, and gets you something that's like old in fruit world, but like in like the longevity of food is consumable. And just like, and like, what's the reaction you have as that goes on? What is Alvin seeing as like he like sees you like taking in a whole bowl of this weird little fruit in?
He's kind of just, it's just lodged in his mouth, so he's just like a couple facial reactions. It's like, It's like, this is what we were looking for. This is what we were after.
Okay.
Mission accomplished. I can go home now.
All right. Do you want me to get you anything for the road, or are you good? Is that
Shaking his head no. Fruit still in the mouth, just taking it in.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you have a good night, my man. And then goes over to help a different guest. All right. What was the roll? Do you guys remember your rolls? I think one of you had a 3, one of you had a 4.
I was next with the 3.
All right. Tech. We have Molary. What is Molary up to in this fine, beautiful locale?
Seeing that everybody else, it seems like everyone else so far is like inside of a building. I would say closer, Molary would be outside on a leaf somewhere, like a large leaf somewhere, just trying to relax as much as possible. The sound of any like teeth clanking or like someone chewing, as of right now is irritating. So it would be, I'd just be out collecting some sun.
All right. You find yourself probably in the flats, which is literally like it almost like made for lizards. It is just big plateaus of rocks that have been like fashioned down to be surfaces to just sunbathe on. And you see other humanoid-esque figures, but also just pure critters. You see like a giant pink lizard bigger than you that is just enjoying life laid out so fabulously as a giant lizard is going to get on this stone. And you see some other people, again, the classic old people who are just like, they got the sunglasses on. They're going to leave the worst tan lines on the face of the planet. They're wearing the weirdest lined outfits that are going to leave like a treasure map on them. It's a whole set of people that are also doing similar to you. They're just enjoying the sun. Except one individual. There's one individual over here that is just humming a tune while also enjoying a hard candy. And you know it's a hard candy. You probably know precisely what type of hard candy this thing is. You probably know the rate at which their teeth are decaying from the sounds that are being made. This person just... I'm not going to make teeth clacking noises because no one needs that pain.
Right. Yeah, so Molary would just kind of sit up, since Molary is small, just kind of sit up and look over and grab one of the teeth, like the tinier ones that they have, and just toss it at the person. Try to get their attention.
What is it that you were tossing at them again? Just want to double check.
A tooth.
Oh, it's a tooth. Cool. I just like making y'all roll for things as I'm trying to get comfortable with the system. So, Molary, I'm going to double check your skills and see if you have anything related to it. I don't think you have anything related. Oh, sharpshooting. There we go. All right, my good sir. Roll me an attack roll.
For me, that would be a...
I believe it's the level you're at. I think it's got to be a D6. Or no. Fast reflexes, I think, will count for this. So D8.
D8. Aha. Do it. That would be a 1.
Okay. This person in the middle, what are you hoping for with this? Are you hoping for just like to get your frustration out, or do you want this to stop the person?
I just want to get their attention, so I'm looking for like center of the forehead. Like,
got you. You're able to like time it right when they go from like a little humming to like da, like they actually start like full on singing in the moment, and when they tilt the head back, you just ping them right in the center, like almost right between the eyes. And as everyone who's watched Avatar: The Last Airbender knows, like if you get hit right here, it just screws up your entire perception of the world. So the person gets up and starts just blinking and looking around at being hit with a tooth, of all things. And you see a very old man, a like scraggly black beard that goes down here, and like long tied up knots that go down to the center of their back into a ponytail as well. Just looking around, being like, what the blazes was that? And is doing a lot of blinking, like trying to refocus the world.
Just I would eventually sit up and noticing he's looking around finally and give a wave and like to make sure to get his attention. Like, sir, if you continue to chew that hard candy any louder, it will be your teeth next. And just like rub my like eventually just kind of like rub my eyes.
That's what my heavens. Right. And just lays back down. Having been shushed very completely with a nat 1, which in this case is a good thing. That's weird. But we'll get used to it as we go, I think. With a critical success, this person's just like, yeah, well, all right, fine then.
I roll nat ones all the time, so this is gonna be good, even in regular.
Isn't it great, like the weird twist of this game being like, yes, those of us who failed the most can now
That's
succeed.
that one, baby.
You watch him like as he goes to lay back down, realizes he still has the candy, and just spits it out. And it now sits covered in sand next to a random tooth.
Just go over. Molary would, just kind of get up and walk over, and no teeth left behind, I guess. And just like picks up the tooth and put it back.
Awesome. Are you gonna continue your sunbathing, or what else are you up to right now?
I'm actually going to apologize to the old man. Just because he was being loud doesn't mean I should have been as aggressive. It was just the annoyance. So I would just like grab the candy and rub it off and go to hand it back to him, and just sorry for being rude. I just can't. I don't like loud chewing, and this is. Do you mind just sucking on it? It's a candy. You don't have to chew and clink against the teeth.
Very fair, young one. It's just. I mean, when you don't have real teeth, it just opens up the mouth, and you just see that he has like, a bunch. Instead of teeth, it just has like diamonds and like crystals replaced all of his teeth. So you can just crunch anything, and it's just very nice to be able to just do whatever I want. But no, I should have figured out the boundaries of the people around me before. I should have asked. You should have told me about this and turns to the giant pink lizard who opens an eye, even though it seems like it's still sunbathing. It's like, that wasn't my job. I am your assistant, not your conscience. And just sort of rolls over and away from him.
Muller's just gonna be like, all right, well, if you don't want this, I can just drop it, and I'll just like place it like next to him and go back to the other side of the lizard and laying down.
He'll be like, yes, I'll let it dry out, and maybe I'll go back to it later. Don't know why I'm making that noise, but that's part of his soundboard now.
Old man sound.
He also goes to lay back down. The lizard is also there, and there's just at once, just as the quiet settles in your ear, everyone just goes like, just nice exhale of everyone getting a chance to just relax again. And relax you shall. Up to Kip. What are you up to?
So Kip, I think, was relaxing in the, I'm assuming not hot tub because everything's hot here, so probably the cool tub. But he wasn't getting his drinks as fast as he wanted to. Yeah, the cool tub. So he decided to take his vocal mimicry out to play and pretend he was a waitress. And he's just drinks for everybody. He's collecting tips, and then every time he goes to the bar, he's ordering an extra drink for himself. And she's just kind of chilling mostly, but he is definitely getting all of that sweet goss.
Awesome. 1 second. Even if we don't get tags for it, hydrating is important, guys. Hi, Mal. Sorry. Just looked in the chat. Yeah, you are able to listen in without much issue at all. The tip thing is interesting. I'm wondering how much I want to make you roll for that. But we'll do a lower DC. You need to get below a 6 to just be able to pass
Okay.
yourself out, because people are either drunk or half paying attention to a lot of these situations. But as long as basically, on I think D10 for this.
D10er, yeah.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
using your
standards.
vocal mimicry, so
D10.
you know what? D8 for you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I am using my vocal mimicry. Oh, D8.
So
Okay,
5 or
cool.
lower.
That is a 3, so I win.
Hell yeah. As you are able to just slowly, like, people are just like not paying attention, like some people just drunk at the counter. You might have heard the end of BB's little hurrah on the other side after getting out. But other people are just like playing games and like snapping for people to come, like bring them a drink. Like there's a lot of people who are just good natured here, but other people are like, I'm in a moment and I need to not remember it.
I need that shot, man.
Yeah. And what kind of voices are you using? What's the selection? Are you going for
He would just pick one of the waitresses' voices. So probably, I don't know if there's one like over there, but he would just pick like, one of the other waitresses' voices, so it'd be something familiar to the barkeep, and he'd just be like, or wait. Tour, I guess, not to be gender specific on who serves drinks, but yeah, so yeah, it's just one of the people serving drinks over there voices he is mimicking as close as he can.
Cool.
So
we could say like one of the people in the chill tub that you were in, there was a server going around or some wait staff going around, and you grab one of their voices because they're in here, they're not out there, and then you can just go do their voice over there. And it's a lot of the same lines, like what you drinking, and how many of those do you want? Do you want me to leave it on your room? Like you just got like those few lines down that you could just easily cycle through for people. And yeah, you're able to get drinks exchanged. You also like get some room numbers to some people who look like they're big shots. And you're every once in a while you're able to get some tips, whether it's people sometimes just are leaving gems that are cut thin like coins, so but they're like just have a little bit of translucence to them, so you have like some translucent coinage and then actual like gold, silver, and a platinum piece, like just a nice variety of packs. So you are making some decent change.
I'm
You're
getting some
those
magpie
shinies.
action, yeah.
Getting the stuff for the nest. Got to get the nest ready.
Heck yeah.
What is but you are also looking for words like rumors. You're looking for some conversations to try to
I
track
think
down?
I think Kip is in he's always on the lookout for that next big score. So whether that's, I mean, he won tickets here off of a poker game. So whether that's another big like poker game or a hidden treasure map or whatever, he's kind of on the lookout for whatever that next big amount of coin will look like.
Gotcha. What you end up overhearing, and this comes from a corner of the room that is like purposefully kept in shade, even despite a very bright-natured area, either for creatures or people that just like can't handle the bright light all the time. Why are they here? Who knows? But they are. But there are some creatures that are just purposefully in shadow, either for comfort or, the other thing, and are deciding to have conversations. And when you go over there to try to do kind of the trick that you've been doing over there, you kind of just get a hand come out, a hand that is covered in scales, like fully scaled, either lizard-like or draconic-like, that just waves you off. Points back to the person they're talking to, and you hear as you like are ushered away, whether or not you're staying or hiding to the side. You hear him say, "No, we'll move her tomorrow. Just give her one more night to relax, and by the end of tomorrow, we will all be kings." Sorry, I just read a weird thing. We will all be kings of the river, and I'm pretty sure you don't need to worry about anybody else. She likes to remain unguarded when on vacation, so shouldn't be much of an issue as long as you all play your parts right. Do you have the gas? Do you have the poison? And you don't hear a voice responding. You hear a shuffling, which sounds like someone either doing sign language of some sort, or maybe they're just nodding or shaking their head. But there are
Yeah.
movements of the body that you are hearing, but no voice.
So is this like a curtained area, or is
Mhm.
this more of like it's curtained?
There's a fair amount of
There.
pillars and like an open space, but between the pillars there are curtains that are there's like a layer of sheer and then a layer that's a little thicker to just leave enough mystery that people, one, protected from the sun, as is probably the point of this area, and two, be private.
Gonna try and mentally record that voice for future vocal mimicry, but also I think Kip's pretty curious about what all this secrecy is about, so he's gonna try and find a way to sneak in there if he can, which I did take a pretty good amount of skills in.
That is
I took a D6 to, I think,
sneak,
if
down to
it
sneak. Yep, sorry.
hiding. Yep. I think I'm moving. I have to roll a D8, but if I'm just like just regular hiding, I could do a D6. So
Yeah, I'll allow a D6 for this because you are
Okay.
once you get in there, you should be. You are trying to get in there. Make the hide from view. D6. You can use the D6 for this. This
D6. Okay,
This
cool.
is going to be tougher though because there are people in there. So I'm going to say, what's the cheat sheet say? Learning, guys. Difficult. So you need a 4 or lower on this guy.
4 or lower. Okay. That is a 3, my friend. So I think I did all right.
Okay, doing pretty good. You're able to get
Yeah.
into this sheared and curtained off area. I'm gonna say, BB, as you are walking away from the table, we have established you guys all at least know each other, correct? So I am going to say, BB, you watch as Kip is going into an area that seems a little off. Normally for him, I would say, like, there's no, I would say, a reason for you to normally be in this wing, this area, this room, and you watch as Kip just vanishes behind the curtains. That way, at least someone knows where you are.
That's fine.
Kip, as you
If I end up dead in the river later, you'll know why.
yeah, dude, fun, and we go to break. As you appear in there, there are probably 20 or so people in here, and of this entire hotel, this whole resort, there's maybe 150, 200. It's a high population is in here, and you're immediately seeing creatures like you see like some vampiric people, some people that are just made of shadow, that are really staying hard as they can behind pillars, to make sure that no light seeps through and hits them. And you're seeing over in the corner that you were looking at an individual that looks like a black-scaled dragonborn, talking to someone that you can't see from this specific angle as you walk in. What is your next move in here as you are trying this out?
Man, I think has just found his way. I think he just kind of impressed with himself that he got into the secret room. So, I think from here he's probably just gonna chill out. He doesn't want to press his luck too much and try and get like all up on anybody. But he's just gonna try and blend, like
you just muted, I think. For the moment, while you're figuring that out, we'll say that you see as a creature that has a large pair of tusks coming out of its mouth and a very like leathery frame, but very big build, comes over. Seems to be like the maitre d' of the area, and it is like being like, "Can I find you a seat, sir?" And immediately we'll say that is where that specific scene ends. I'm going to go back to BB real quick, and then I'll drop back down to you two right afterwards. BB, are you doing anything with that information that you gathered as you're trying to figure out a place to put these 2 fresh berries, I guess, is where we're going with that?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna go find a cozy spot to check these things out, man. I'm not on this criminal activity stuff that the other people got going on. I'm vibing. I'm not. I'm just enjoying the vacation that I got tickets from Kip for. I'm just chilling.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, you are able to just enjoy it. If that is your choice to do it, honestly, my man, I get it. Do it. All right. I'm going to drop down to you two, and we can start just having people running into each other, colliding a little bit. So, Puck and Molary, what are you guys up to next after you... one of you scores a little bit with your trickery, and one of you was sunbathing. You can do that as long as you want, but I figure I'll just double check.
The is going to. I was gonna say I think you're muted
No,
anyway.
I'm
there,
muted. I did it on purpose.
Gotcha. Puck is gonna pop into an area not too far from where Molary is sunbathing, and just like she has the ring in her hand and she's just kind of like flinging it between her fingers and doing the finger trick with it. And she's just gonna find a spot to flop down next to Molary, tuck it into a pocket, and just flop out and enjoy the sun and just kind of like poke him, just poke them just the tiniest little bit, just like, hey, I'm here.
Yes. Did you bring teeth, or are you just showing up to interrupt my sunbathing?
I mean, I always bring teeth, and she just gives him a big wide grin.
I already have one of yours. I don't need any more of your teeth. But how did everything else go? Especially, I saw you with the old couple. I'm guessing you brought something from them.
Of course, and flick 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 tuck.
If only I can get
play.
you to take teeth like that. That'd be great.
Well, I mean, usually I throw the teeth away. She just kind of like flicks her blowgun at him.
Oh, well, I mean, I could always use them for, what I would like. And, like, you just see I bring out a tiny pistol. And, like, I push it open, and the cylinder opens, and you just see, like, a roll, like, molars on the inside. Like, I can use them next time. You don't have to throw them away.
I will never get over how strange a weapon that is. Besides, these ones had dentures. You don't want any of those.
Well, I mean, the guy over there has some dentures that you definitely might like.
She looks where he's pointing and looks at the old guy and goes, that one?
Yeah, get him to smile.
I will say, as you look over there, one of the things that you both notice, because I'm just going to say you can, is that the giant, like, pinkish lizard that was sunbathing not too far away has one eye open looking at both of you guys right now as y'all are talking.
But just look
Puck
over
is
and
just gonna, hi.
like I just look over and like, she likes shiny things. I'm not trying to get her to take the shiny things. Just see the shiny things.
Mm-hmm. The eyes close.
He'll eat us. I'm not dealing with that today.
He won't eat us if you take all his teeth.
I'm a she.
She'll eat you,
And now I deserve
but
to be eaten.
only if she has teeth.
I could take her teeth fast enough to not have to worry about it, but I'd rather not. They're new friends. They seem really nice.
Oh, see, you didn't mention they were friends. Friends I can play with, right?
That's between you all. I still take the teeth of my friends, so that has nothing to do with what I enjoy.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. How about we just enjoy the sun? And she just flops back and just enjoys the warmth.
A good option, you hear come from the large lizard beside you.
Does said large lizard have any particular items on them that are easy to grab?
And Roll me literally a luck check. Take a d12 and just roll. Lower is better. Gotta keep saying lower is better.
9.
With a 9, you're not seeing much. You do see that their tail, her tail, specifically, must have come away recently, and is growing back slowly. And you see that it is bandaged up in a fine silk as it slowly heals. But besides that, she naked. She's just sparing it all as she sunbathes. She knows how to do it.
Nice.
Any like loose scales or anything anywhere?
Oh, you'll find definitely some flecks of not necessarily the scales themselves, but like as like a stretch happens, you watch like just like a brain. I don't own a snake. I don't know what it's called. A shedding does come off of the arm as like she just stretches for a moment and then comes back, and as it rubs up against the rock, you do watch like a decent amount, considering how much of an elephant-sized lizard this is, how much does fall off. So yeah, you could definitely get some scraps.
She's looking for something that she could just tweak off of the lizard just to tweak her tail a bit, basically.
Yeah, you could definitely like as the stretch happens. Let's actually go back and double check the skills. Everyone's got skills. We can double check skills.
Is there a way that I could like distract the lizard? Maybe an assist?
Yes, for stuff like that, if you wanted to, there is our system, which is the effort system, which is in the Sagas thing, where you can spend effort to gain a die. So basically, add an additional die to the roll. Let me double check and make sure I'm doing that right. Help spend 2 effort and add 1 die to an ally's roll. So yeah.
Oh no, you can deal with that on your own. You got this. I'm just gonna enjoy the sun.
Just basically, she's gonna crack an eye, look over the lizard, just see if there's anything that she can just do the pop in, pop out, and take. And since there's really nothing, she's just gonna kind of like lightly shrug and just lay back down. By the way, Molary, have you seen BB or Kip anywhere?
No, I did make an entire new row of teeth for BB, so whenever we see them, I could give them that. Have you seen Kip at all?
Recently, no. That's why I was asking you.
Hmm.
I haven't seen them since we partied last night.
Well, we should probably get up and at least try to find BB. If we know Kip's out there doing something, they're gonna be hard to find.
I have a weird feeling that they're gonna be easy to find.
All right, yeah, I would stretch. Molary would stretch and like stand up and kind of like flutter to their feet, and then start walking around. Like give like a little gesture of like, "Come on, let's go!" Like start walking around and looking for BB.
All right. You guys do that. The lizard just opens an eye again as you leave and say, "Enjoy your stay," and then flops over onto her tummy. So she can continue the sunbathing. Want to check back in with? Go ahead.
Real quick, can as Puck is walking away, can Puck just wiggle the silk and then fling it back at her behind her head?
Oh yeah. The eye that was open closes. There's a bit of a grumble. Now I have to get up. And like she gets up to go get the silk and then has to go lay back down. And it's very laborious when you relax to have to get up. Kip, double checking. Audio. Good, yay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Super.
Cool. Awesome. BB, I'm going to actually go back to you. I just wanted to double check on that audio thing real quick. BB, you are lounging around. Did you have a specific spot you wanted to set up in while you were enjoying yourself?
You know, we might as well go out and enjoy some sand outside instead of inside. You know, it's soft, smooth. It's nice that
Everyone's
it's
favorite.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's everyone's favorite. Um, you guys down below are Puck and Molary. You are able to find BB without much search as you guys immediately get up and begin going over. It is a long stretch that is part of this resort's land, but BB stands out. And that's, I guess, not saying much. Everything kind of stands out in their own way here. But BB stands out to you guys because you know him. So you're able to find BB no problem.
Found him.
Hey, have you found Kip? We're looking for both of y'all.
What?
Like,
Oh, Kip was on some, I don't know, stealth stuff. Like I just saw them for a moment and they kind of just disappeared. I'm sorry. I was just so into these. Like, check these out. I don't know what they are. Some nice fruit. The teeth you've been giving me, killer for this stuff. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Come on, get in there. Get in there.
I feel like that might actually get rid of. No, I'm okay. I think you can keep that one. You said Kip was stealthy, doing some hidey things.
Yeah.
Where?
They snuck themselves into a room, like back in like the far, I think, West Wing, maybe. Whatever the wing direction was. I mean, we can walk in there. I was at the bar, doing some stuff, getting this fruit.
I mean, yeah, I don't think we really need to hide anything. That's a resort. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Why are things being hidden? It's a resort. It's who would hide things? Crazy talk.
Who has secrets anywhere?
Cool. Yeah, you guys are easily able to find your way inside, and I mean, BB, you were there less than a half hour ago, so you know the location. It's where you got the good stuff from Alvin. Not far off from there, and you're able to find the shaded, curtained area, which at the most part, most would be advertised. But like, this is an area reserved for our guests that have a deficiency with the sun. It doesn't quite agree with them. So, I mean, you are also welcome to use it. It's just, that space is for them. So if there is ever a need, and we need the room for people who very much need it versus want to be in it, we might just need to ask you to move. But that's nothing to worry about. Quick spiel that you guys got when you came here. But yeah, you guys find the location. I'm going to give Kip a few moments in there before I let you guys do whatever y'all are going to do related to that, though. So, Kip, yes, the maitre d', this large warthog-esque individual, gives, you basically a were-warthog. It's a long phrase. Just kind of, gives a bit of balances. So, can I help you find a seat? Is there anything in particular I can help you with? Do you have a reservation?
Reservation? I mean, are we supposed? Is this supposed to be reserved? Or
Oh, no, I just wanted to see, if you had meal plans or anything here. You're welcome to just enjoy as you see fit, but we just wanted to double check. So if you had a setup, we could get you into your seat, get you the meal that you pre-requested, if that was a thing that you did. If it is not, we can just get you a table.
Yes, I definitely did request a very specific meal, and he's gonna name off some, he's never eaten this, whatever it is. If you're, the thief who's never had caviar, or the guy who's never had swordfish, I don't know what in this setting that would necessarily be, but he's like, if you could bring me some of that escargot that I've heard so much about, that would be amazing.
The galactic dragon escargot. Got you. Yes, give me a few moments and I can have that prepared. I mean, we don't have a lot of great views in this specific room, but if you're in for a calm, cool, lightly smoky evening, we can find you a seat and walks you over to an area. Are you trying to steer yourself towards the location where you're hearing the people, or do you not care about your seating?
He's trying to be close to there, but he doesn't want to blow his cover for sure. So he's whatever's reasonable to him, which is probably more close than it would be reasonable to other people, but he's definitely trying to, if there's an open table or something where he can have a fainting spell.
Cool. Yeah, we can get you a table. You are put up at a nice dining seating arrangement. You are not facing the people, or at least when you are like gestured to a seat, they are not gestured you. They are not angling you towards the individuals you heard talking before. But the seat, insanely comfortable. You melt into it like real quick. But as that happens, you're still able to overhear little bits and pieces of the conversation, and that's like every 5 words you hear a little bit, because there is some noise. There are other conversations happening. Every once in a while, someone at the bar is just like just loud and a little obnoxious enough to interrupt the flow going through your brain. But it's gonna be a few minutes for your meal to come out. You are left an alcoholic and wine and a water beverage at your table. What would you like to do, if anything, before your food comes out?
I think for the most part, his whole goal is to just stay inconspicuous. There's obviously some kind of shady deal going on with some kind of, sounds like maybe a kidnapping or a drugging of someone. So he's trying to figure out who that is going to happen to and who's going to do that.
All right. Then let's see. For listening in, I'm gonna have you. You are in. Your quick and easy approach that you had before was very good, because like they weren't paying attention to you. Now you're in the same room and they are keeping an eye out on individuals that might be listening in. So the check is one more step getting a little harder. You can still roll a. I think it was a D6 that we had you rolling before.
For my sneak?
Okay. Yeah. I think I'll still work off of you doing sneak, and you need a 3 or lower this time.
Okay. Oh, I think he slipped or something. That is a big fat 5.
Okay. With a 5, would you like to describe your little interruption that you make, or?
Yeah, I think he just there's like a lot of vapors and stuff going on, and he just sneezes. There's something that gets like he's just like not used to all these close smells, and yeah, he just kind of like achoo, like out of nowhere, and now he feels like a fool.
What does your sneeze sound like? Is it you or one of your mimic cry voices?
That's a good question. It might be both. Like kind of like a dual voice kind of at the same time, like 2 people sneezing in unison because he can't really control it.
Gotcha.
So so I kind of like the idea of, he's got the waitress thing going, but then his own voice comes on top, and they both sneeze at the same time.
Cool. I'm gonna say you 3 outside, very much, and then definitely BB, who knows, Kip maybe a little better. You guys hear a telltale sign of 2 people sneezing at an identical time, which lets you know that Kip, using one part of the mimicking capabilities that he has, is having a difficult moment at the very least, or is definitely in there, but you don't really know more than that from the outside. I am going to give you some information, but I do want to let the group outside decide if there's something that they want to try doing while they are being like, oh yeah, Kip's in there.
Yeah, I would just kind of look back at the group and, hey, we can definitely get inside here and just go find him, just in case something bad's happening. He wouldn't be all stealthy if, he was doing something he wouldn't get in trouble for.
You have a point. Perhaps we can assist his cover by just being ourselves and entering, and that give him the ability to do whatever it is he's trying to do.
Works for me.
Yeah, that works. Let's just walk in and try to blend.
Hopefully he picked a table big enough for all of us.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was definitely planning on that.
Cool. At this 2-seater, 3 people are coming over. Cool. All right. So is your plan to distract in a different way than where he is sitting, or are you guys going up to join him and kind of give cover in the sense of being a group of people hanging out, and that, or was some weird in between?
I would assume that we have no idea what he's trying to do. We just understand or hear the signature double sneeze that tells us he's trying to do something and failed.
What do we see? Like as we're like, if is it like we look at the table and we see him, and then right next to him are just like people staring at him, or?
That's fair. I will get back to you on that set of information in just a second because I do want to give Kip a little bit of info for sitting there for a brief moment. You, from your angle, Kip, see that a Black Dragonborn who basically blends in here because of the setup that is here with the very low light, the very darkened fabrics all across the way, is that besides some of the glint off of the scales itself, you wouldn't know there's an individual in one of these seats. Across the way, you see in a very large cloak, also very dark colored, almost pure black, maybe brown. It's a little hard to tell in here. You see a smaller draconic snout sticking out. You do also see that it's a little unstable, whatever the creature is in there, kind of like it's trying to, almost like standing on stilts or something. See a pair of hands come over and like grab the top of the cloak and just like pull it a little tight and be like, all right, boss, if you're sure that's what you want us to be doing, but like, I just don't want to. Like, she's really big. I don't want to get in trouble for trying to pull this off. We got everything. It's all ready. But I don't want to. I'm scared of getting eaten. All right, it's just like we're just a few small guys, and just like gestures at themselves. And then you hear underneath, yeah, boss, we just want to make sure that everything like goes okay and everything, and mainly that we don't get caught in someone's teeth. I mean, like, what's more disgusting, someone's teeth? And as they begin going through that a little bit, your sneeze interrupts the third voice of the third kobold in the cloak, trying to say something, be like, yeah, bot, and then you sneeze, and it's like, oh fuck, from one of the kobolds who just didn't expect to get like a little chorus of sneezes together. And you watch as the Black Dragonborn, for a brief moment, the one glow that you do see is from the end of a cigar that comes up to his mouth, and as he inhales, the deep ember lights up the face and the eyes as they're staring right at you for a moment.
Oh shit!
And that's the moment you guys come into the room, is when you see that this Dragonborn is sucking back a bit of this cigar. The embers are glowing and growing in ferocity on this person's face while staring at Kip. So I'll give you guys an opportunity to do something.
As soon as I walk in, you're just gonna like kind of like Molary noticing. Like, that's a lot of teeth. Molary's here. Hey, everybody. Hey, Kip. How you doing, buddy? We missed you. We heard your, like, serenades of sneezes while we were outside, and now we just wanted to make sure you're all right in here.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of different smells, man. He's suddenly just very nervous and not really sure what to do, so he's just gonna play it off like he's a big old goofball, which is probably not too far from the truth. So yeah, he's gonna come over and just give Molary a big old, I'm so glad you're here, and oh BB and Puck, oh man, I'm so glad I found you guys.
I'm
We
not gonna
rather
take my
found
eyes.
you.
I'm not gonna take my eyes off of the Dragonborn.
And then Puck.
Kip, I thought that we were looking for you. You're the one who disappeared on us outside. Did you just need some shade for a while? You should have told us that.
Yeah, I got a little bit of sunburn, but I'm feeling better now. I think I'm feeling okay.
Is BB adding to
Kip's
this? at all?
BB's just happy to be here. Honestly, he's listening to his friends do
Happy
this
to be
stuff.
here.
He's very much a point me in a direction kind of guy. You know, he's just. I mean, he's happy to see that everyone's okay. Because he didn't know what was going on.
You guys watch or I guess Molary, you specifically are watching the Dragonborn, who you watch him like take the thing, crunch down, and begin chewing the entire thing in his mouth, and you watch steam rise out of it. And Molary, since everyone else is kind of having a distracting conversation, you in this moment hear him go to the other ones. Not now. And then just look back at you guys. But it seems like the conversation that was there is shifting for now. But I'm going to give you guys a roll for cover, for just to be like, hey, this is fine. We're fine. This is all cool. We just lost our friend. So I'm going to have all of you guys roll a d10. This person is very suspicious. I need any of you to get a 2 or a 1.
Sweet talk, which lets me use a d8 to convince people that my intentions are good.
I want to grab the camera. I have it. I can detach it.
We do crit picks, so if you get a 1 or something on your die, you can take a photo and we can add to our crit picks, which will probably confuse people, but that's fine.
I'm taking a picture of this. I have never rolled. I'm so happy to roll D1s. I never roll D1s whenever I need to. Doing it.
All right, so we got a 1 there. What did we get from everybody else? Puck? We got a 3, which is still fairly good. We got a 5 and a 10. Oh, wow, we got that. That's a variety pack.
I'm gonna to not mess this up for us.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use lucky, which lets me take whenever I roll the highest possible number of a die and spend 2 effort to instead succeed. So I'm gonna spend 2 of my 4 effort to not mess it up for us.
That's awesome. Including the crit, which was like was gonna even you guys out if it wasn't a 10. That fully brings you guys into a full group success. I don't believe there are actually you normally have to do group checks, but I think in this moment it was good to have all of you guys working together on that one. Cool. So we get 2 success rolls plus one of them being a crit, which is fantastic. And even though the guy said not now, you do watch him lean back in the seat and just start tapping his fingers. And one of the waiters, the wait staff comes over and he just let me see a menu. You see, he wasn't even like bothering with food before, and I was like, well, fuck it. Now that I'm here and people are listening, I guess I'll eat. It's like, all right, boss. Do you want us to shut up? Talk about it later. And the conversation from them ceases, so you probably won't get any more information out of them, at least in this scenario right now. But if you guys decide that you want to stay and eat, or if you want to get the fuck out, those are both options, or something in between. Whatever you want in between.
Did I happen to get a name on any of these people, or just descriptions?
The 3 kobolds in a cloak are calling the Dragonborn boss, so you haven't gotten a name of him yet. I think I'm gonna just say that one of the kobolds was called Frankie, because I just feel like that feels good. So we'll say you get one of their names for now.
Okay. I don't know what everybody else is feeling. I think Kip is like, all right, well, that was nice. I'm ready to get back out in the main area.
And then Puck, I saw you raise a hand.
Puck is gonna take a moment to just look around the room, like she's just looking around and enjoying kind of the ambiance of the darker area. She's gonna get a really good visual of what everything in there looks like and kind of where folks are distributed. Are there any areas of what is lighting this room? What kind of lights do they have in here for the low ambiance?
Lighting in here takes a minute to figure it out, because it is weird how the light is hitting. And it still is coming from above. And for a second, you're like, that's worrisome. You probably shouldn't put torches that high in a place with all these curtains. But you see that they actually have a system of mirrors that have different layers of stained glass over them that reflect the light in from probably a bright window that then gets separated out over and over and refracted over and over again to bring it lower enough that it's light. and it's here, but it's very, very minute. So you see basically a system of mirrors that brings in light and then distributes it downwards. Some of them is colored. Usually it's colored with like purples and blues, so darker hued cool colors to just again keep with that low ambiance. But yeah,
So no open flames or anything like that, other than maybe the end of his cigar.
his cigar, there are also like they have areas that are like the hibachi serving places where they're like, oh, you want us to cut up a steak in front of you? Sure, you weirdo. And it's just like, so there are display areas and there are still flames, but to keep the very dark interior aesthetic, most of them are covered in ways that it's just, you cover anything reflective, anything white, anything bright, but there is fire in here, so you're not without flame.
Okay, she's just gonna kind of take a layout of where all of that is, and kind of the area, because clearly Kip was doing something that was making these specific individuals wary. So she's gonna kind of nonchalantly hone in on them as, okay, gonna come back to this in a little while,
Hell yeah.
and then turn to Kip and, hey Kip, you said you wanted to head out. Is that
Yeah.
food coming out for you? And
Oh yeah, I got the escargot.
the what?
Oh, what?
That's a fruit, right?
He's pointing at the plate. I don't know what it looks like. Would you say some kind of dragon escargot? Yeah, I got that big giant plate of escargot. You guys want to share it with me? Like, not here.
The Galaxy Dragon escargot is, I know it's pronounced escargot, but we're going to just keep being totally awful with this. Is a giant, what you assume is a snail dragon shell. That is basically just a constellation of galaxies. Not a constellation, a map of galaxies across the back of the snail shell. You assume that this is made to feed like a Minotaur guest or something. It is big. It is a singular, huge snail shell, draconic snail shell. So instead of just like the smooth surfaces, you're seeing the rigid lines of scales across the back. It's cool looking. It's big. It probably tastes good, maybe. You can also assume it's one of the most expensive things on the menu.
Puck's gonna look at it and kind of glance over at the dragon and go, oh, I do enjoy eating some dragon. Let's dig in. Where do you want to sit?
Mallory hearing that and noticing that the dragonborn was staring at us, like gives a nod, gives a nod to Puck and looks at the rest of the group. Maybe we could just sit back down where Kip was sitting. Don't worry about it, Kip. You sit on the outside of the table, and BB, you can sit right here, like gesturing the closer side, and we'll sit on the outside. No problem.
Man, we're very nervously dictating where we're gonna sit. Are we okay, guys? What's happening? That was so specific, Mallory.
Well, I like structure. So we can either have it done with structure or we can have chaos and just sit wherever we want. How would you like it if teeth in your mouth were just everywhere instead of where they're supposed to be?
I mean, it's an upgrade from no teeth, I'm grateful for what I have and what you've given me, and so I'll sit on the closer side just because you think that's what's best.
Well, now I feel like a bad person. You're right. They're 100% right there. That works. Let's just go ahead and sit down and eat. You called it an escargot?
Yeah. It's the Galaxy Dragon escargot, and don't feel bad, Mallory. And we should all just like Puck said, just kind of chill out and relax. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
So he doesn't have teeth, but I will take one of yours. I was called Mallory. It's Molary.
You also called yourself
Oh,
Mallory.
sorry.
I know I did.
Mallory.
I was like I'm an idiot.
It took
I'm
me
an
until
idiot.
now though to realize that Molary was a play on Mallory. It took you making
Yeah.
a mistake for me to get that, and I do appreciate it a
Yeah.
lot though.
It's just flipped letters, and I was like, well, got it.
I do enjoy it. Hearing it
It's
the
pretty
wrong/right way was the great way to figure out the right/wrong way. Cool. You guys sit down and eat this thing. Whether or not you guys want more food is kind of up to you guys. But the thing is, like, it's bigger than you guys when it's on the table. It is already dead. It is already cooked. It is stuffed. You can smell, depending on your flavor, a delicious blend of herbs and spices, like it's a Dr. Pepper-esque. Just 23 different spices, just punched up right in there. But it is the aroma is fantastic for those of you who enjoy this kind of quality of food. The meat is going to fill you well, and it's a very rare experience. I will reiterate, it's gonna cost a lot. So I don't know how you guys are set with money, but that's
We're bad people. We'll just leave.
Maybe we don't just leave people behind.
Do those people have teeth?
Do you leave people with teeth behind or not? I'm confused.
We leave them behind, but not their
No, if-
teeth. That's what I've been taught.
Exactly. So we'll take the teeth when we leave. It's just that I wanted to know if they had teeth.
Wait, the escargot has teeth?
Does
Does
do snails
the
have?
snail have a tooth? Or teeth?
It's
Molary, roll
Is
me.
it that kind of dragon?
Roll for
It
tooth,
is
please.
it is made of dragon. It's a snail dragon. If you roll me a 1 or 2 on a D10, I will say that they did leave a tooth in there by accident, which normally is a bad thing, but for you it might be heavenly.
I just imagine this being a giant snail, like those ones that live deep under sea.
Yeah, it's like if a dragon turtle was actually just a dragon snail, but it's just silly. Yeah, no, it's fun. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2, but I need everyone to know that in every session my rolls are like this. So if you're like, oh, roll a D20, it's perfectly fine. I just want to see where you're at. 1, 5.
I'm glad he's taking rogue, so at least eventually he should be able to just auto succeed on rolls. Cool. With a 2, you do end up finding, like after like digging there and eating some of the food, you find a tooth that's like this big. It is basically like you could fashion it into a dagger. It's huge. I can't describe how big this snail shell is on your table. It is gigantic.
If the tooth alone is that big, and how
Correct.
many teeth does it have?
Yeah.
Puck is sitting on top of it now, just like knife and fork, like
No.
slicing pieces off.
Technically, like honestly, if a restaurant like this did doggy bags, you guys would be fine to eat for a few days. But they don't. They're better than that. Who are we kidding?
So
They'll bring it to your room if you ask them.
I don't know what to do with this tooth. It's the size of me.
We can
But
say in proportion to you, it's this size. If that makes you feel better.
Okay, so it'd be like, so it's still a big tooth.
It's still a chonker.
That's not a bad knife if you use the tooth end of it.
The whole thing is a tooth.
Thank
It's
you.
all tooth end.
Thank you. My brain was like,
Well, I mean, the tooth part is like the part we see. We don't think about the root as like part of the teeth unless we're a professional.
but if it's a tooth end, the end,
professional.
the side that
I'm talking to the non-professionals.
That's
all
right.
right.
Oh, is that professional here? This is just.
Speaking of professional, I'm also a little confused why you use
This is the
molars
tooth end.
in your gun. I feel like using an incisor would give you way better armor piercing capability.
We're going for
Oh,
blunt damage.
Oh, you're thinking that Molary only has one type of tooth
Okay,
that she
cool.
uses.
Awesome.
Or they
Super
use.
excited.
Like it's
Super excited for that. I'm
I
super
want
excited for the
blunt damage. I
sniper
want a
rifle
pierce.
that's only loaded with incisors.
I'm imagining the molars are like filled with, like, since they have fillings in them, probably that it's like grape shot almost. It just shatters on
Is
it.
it bad? I want to make this a thing. Like I will build this for D&D now.
poison damage on shots is just me shooting cavity teeth at people.
Yeah.
A railgun of cuspids just ready to go.
God, I love this and I hate it.
Tooth fairy villains. I'm telling you, you got this.
Yeah, I don't think you want me to get this. I don't think people want me to do this. Anyways, yes, cool. You guys eat as much of your food as you want. As you guys are eating, the Dragonborn and the kobolds do leave. The kobolds are all still in the cloak, wobbly, walking on each other. The one at the bottom seems to be doing the best. The two next ones are not doing great, but they're making it work, and they do walk their way out. And I'm gonna have all of you roll just like listening real quick to try to get one more thing. Someone needs to get a 1 for this. For you to get this.
On what dice?
10 is normal, so it would just be lower than that if it's something that you're especially good in.
Got 5.
Okay. You are muted, I think. Kip. Unless the sound thing happened again. I do see that it was 7, though. I just want to make sure to see if we're okay. 7? Okay. Puck, you hear as they exit, they don't say anything until they are on the other side of the curtains. But you are, because you're sitting on top of the snail shell, are able to get away from a lot of the other noise just enough that as they are walking by, you just hear the Dragonborn go, "Move up plans." Doing it today. So whatever was going to happen is happening sooner now.
As soon as they leave, I'm just gonna look down at Kip. Kip, two things. One, you're gonna need to tell us everything that you heard.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
And 2, did they lose any teeth while they were here, or is this just something that you just came in just to hang out with them, or you snuck into a place you don't need to be in the shade? What's happening?
You've got a weird hang up with mouths, man. No, they didn't lose any teeth.
Okay, well, then the important thing the important thing was whether or not they lost teeth. What did you hear from? Like, did you need to come in here, or why did you sneak in there after them?
So are we like separate now? Are we in a secluded spot, or are we?
I mean, you
Where are
guys
we
are
at?
still eating food, but if you go on to say you wait and have this conversation at the room, you can. It does mean more time does pass, which could potentially end up being a problem. But you aren't
So
near
I
the
think
dragon
maybe he'll just
folk.
whisper. Yeah. So maybe he'll just whisper or choose a quieter voice than his own to mimic. But basically, he will fill you in that, okay, they're kidnapping somebody. They're going to drug them. I don't know who it is, but I think their name starts with a T and they're really big. And I don't know if you caught on to the whole gimmick that the lizard people were doing, but there's 3 of them, and one of them is named Frankie.
Okay.
And whatever's going down is going down today.
Think so.
I know so. I heard them as they were leaving.
Eh,
Puck is
It's
just
just-
like handing pieces over to BB like nice slices.
Then BB's gonna ignore it, just straight getting chunks. Little.
Aren't you glad I gave you that ticket now?
I was never not glad about it. I've always been grateful for that ticket, man.
And a rubbery.
So wholesome. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It is
man.
pungent. Hopefully, a good sensation. I don't know what BB's flavor palette is, but it.
Oh, this is the peak of anything BB's ever experienced. But because they have the taste buds of a fly, it tastes like everything else. It's just like they know it's different.
Oh, speaking of that, I grabbed the incisor, I guess, or I don't what type of okay, yeah.
Fang.
I
The
grabbed that-
dragon tooth.
Thing.
Yeah. I grabbed the fang and just like kind of lift it up and be like, "Hey, do you think this will fit, or do you need something a little smaller?"
Like,
Game
this
Master,
big.
will it fit? Would it fit a human-sized mouth?
No. Oh.
Okay, we're gonna try it then. We're gonna get this bad boy. It's gonna be like a snaggle tooth where it's like hanging out the front of the mouth. You know.
I need to. That's what it is. We need to. So you'd be like Saber, kind of like a
Saber-tooth.
I am
Oh, no,
I am a
Saber.
mold.
just Saber.
I am a,
Saber-
I am
a
a, I am a
saber-toothed
mound
tiger.
of clay for the party to mold into whatever they want me to be.
I would go to the bar and ask and like lift the tooth up. Do you have another one of these?
You speak to the werewolf who's just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Those weren't supposed to be in there. We usually clean them out so well. I'm so sorry. I can take that from you. The meal's on the house. I can't believe that happens. That should not have been in there. I will go talk to my waitstaff right away.
I actually, yes, this was so bothersome that it was in our meal. It kind of, we had to eat around it until we got down to it. Actually, I can keep this, and instead of any type of complaint, would you mind if I get a second one?
Roll me a D whatever, D10 if no proficiency. If you have something, I don't know everyone's skills
D10.
off the top of my head. So if you,
I got you, D10.
Okay, so D10. You're already in an advantageous position with this guy because he was like, shit, the one thing that wasn't supposed to be in there. Yeah, cool. 2 is great. Yeah, we should have. Yes, we cleaned those out. Give me. You just want a second one? We have like a bin.
A bin? You have a bin of
I mean,
dragon
it's
snail
a
teeth.
trash bin, but like it's like this big. It's not a full bin. It's not a thing you walk out for the trash. But like, yes, it's like this big. If you,
As many as you can spare.
we don't use it for. Yes, I will. Give me a moment. Do you want them cleaned off beforehand, or do you care?
Cleaned off is fine. Yeah, that's great.
Cool. I give us a few. As you guys keep eating, I guess by the end of the meal, in basically like wrapped up like they do for napkin, like silverware, each tooth is individually presented or wrapped around a napkin, in a set in what is basically just a box, but like the wrap top is nice.
Lorette of tea.
Yeah, so you just get a box of like 15, 20 of these things just all wrapped up nicely. Here again, so sorry for the accident. Next time you come in, please let us know, any of you, and we can have you try our jeweled pudding. It is divine, and hopefully that can make up for the mistake. If this doesn't, and gestures down at the box of fucking dragon fangs.
You just see Molary, like they look like an anime character with how fast they're moving, like jumping besides like different parts of the box and like rubbing the teeth, and just kind of looks up and goes, you don't need to do anything else for me. I think even the tooth fairy would blush at this. This is amazing. And like kind of first off grabs a second one that kind of matches with the one he already has, and looks over at BB and goes, put these towards the front of your mouth, and if you ever are in danger, just bite down, and just like hands him over to BB. A Flores.
What sandbox are we playing in right now that we just ended up in this situation?
Yeah, that is. This is Sagas, guys. If you want to make a fly walrus, you can make a fly walrus. I'm gonna send you guys the clip, and maybe you can use it for something. I'm so sorry. What I will say, really related to the teeth, there's different types. So like obviously there's one for these. There's other meals and stuff that also might use dragon parts. So you see that there are a few ones that are smaller as well for other meals, and it's like, well, this is from like a red dragon, so it has like more like pyrokinetic properties. So you see a few different types, and you watch the guy when you speak about the tooth fairy. It's like, who?
You probably have never seen them. They take a lot of quiet, stealthy teeth grabbing. Everyone thinks that the tooth fairy is so important, but if I must be honest, I would say it's between the three of us. they're also around here somewhere. But we collect teeth, so when they fall out, they're ours.
You mean the fangmongers?
Oh. Oh no. That's a name that makes me a little uncomfortable. But yeah. That's justified, I guess.
I'm just adding some fun lore. You're also in a place called the Beastlands, so fangmongers is probably a thing that exists here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyways, you guys get your meal comped, which is great because honestly, I was gonna make that be a problem for you guys at some point. But yeah, you guys get your meal comped. Yeah, you guys get filled up for those of you who ate, which I think was all of you. And you guys know that there is a problem going to happen around here at some point. Is there any additional stuff you'd like to do related to that before we probably hop off for a break?
Puck is going to stash some of the food for later, because it was a really, really big ass meal. And then she is going to start like looking through the guests, just kind of glancing as they walk heading towards their room or wherever it is that they're heading, and just start trying to figure out who this particular individual is. And based on the description of size, the person or creature at the top of her list is that pink lizard.
Okay, that is good information. Is that where you want? I can, if you want to roll, I can give you some creatures that are like a couple other creatures that are bigger. If there's a specific check that you're thinking of trying to make, we can try to narrow it towards you figuring out who it might be. I don't know if you want to try to sleuth it or do you just want to try to like brain palace it and hope that you're right, or if there's specific type of information you want to try to gather somewhere.
How long have we been at this place?
Probably we can say this is day 2.
Okay, so we may not have seen everybody here just yet. I don't really want to sleuth it per se, but just kind of do that. I'm going to walk and just look and see if I recognize or see anybody who is larger than that particular lizard lady.
Sure. Give me just like a equivalent perception check. Just go ahead and look around and sleuth around and look for someone. Do you have any skills that help in this particular area?
Nope, but I got a 1 anyway.
Hell yeah. You take a quick look around as Puck's doing that. What are the rest of you guys doing? Or are you just waiting to see what Puck gets as Puck enters Brain Palace moment?
I guess I would be storing and like sectioning my teeth and just relaxing
That's
while
super
they're
fair.
doing their thing.
Cool. Muted. Kip, you're muted. Heard a thing for a moment?
Oh, that's a freeze frame right there.
Yep. Love those moments.
Like something's flying at them.
Oh,
All right, there we go.
Here we go.
oh god, oh goodness,
Oh.
oh no,
Oh,
what
no.
happened? Henry, Henry.
We're having experience here. As Henry is dealing with that, we'll come back to that in a second. Puck, your information from what you do, especially with a 1, you've seen nobody as big as that pink lizard. No one else comes even close to that size. You've seen maybe someone who was like a where'd it escape my brain for a second? Like a Goliath individual or two, like a couple people that are big, that no one competes with her size. So you're like pretty sure if it was somebody, that's the best person to check it on, because it's the only person that you know. You'd be like, that's a pretty public person in public area, so it's as good of a bet as any.
Okay. Think on that for a minute and think what I'm going to do with that information.
Kip, checking back in.
Yeah, I would be so. Or was Puck trying to figure out like who the target was?
Mhm.
I would probably be assisting in that, either splitting up or teaming up with Puck to kind of like figure out who the target is, what is going on. He's not really sure if he wants to interfere or maybe capitalize somehow. Maybe she's got a rich relative that they could tip off or something like that. So his motives might be slightly shady, but he is definitely trying to figure out what the plan is or the target is.
Anything from BB?
I think I'm trying to see how this shell tastes, since we're done with the meat portion of the escargot.
I'm gonna roll. And I'm gonna roll the dreaded D20 that we're not using at all this entire game. That was a nat 20. Okay, the shell's the best part. No one ever realizes that.
Let's go!
You're having the greatest time. It tastes amazing, but it's also like an everlasting gobstopper. It never gets any smaller. So
I'm gonna be working on this for a while.
Yeah, it's just that big for forever, but it's tastes
Away from home.
Tastes divine. That's funny as hell. Okay, cool. You are enjoying that. You two are sleuthing around with Puck getting a natural or critical one, basically pretty darn sure on target like right away. And Molary is just checking out the new items. We're gonna pop off for break real quick, come back and see if you guys can solve this little problem before. So we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Enjoy our ads. And by ads, I mean just enjoy clips of the other crazy shenanigans we've gotten into.
What?
All right. Another fireball on her face. She cries out in aggravation. Another orb of blackened blood and darkness begins to form together and form back up. Ouchies. Anything for trees? And it's like, those could make some cool toys. Some good wood.
Yeah,
some nice
like
bark.
that would make a good grave. Like I think the justification is that would make a good grave. I would not bury somebody there.
Don't bury somebody into that dirt. Don't do it.
We're not burying anyone here. We can't kill anyone because we can't bury them here.
I want to know what justifies as bad dirt now.
Like if it's not going to be like
know.
good quality, if
In
it's not going
nature.
to, yeah, you would know
No,
too.
not as Lyra.
Wait. I mean, not to be a person of a singular track mind, but you know, that's the way that Kind wants to go, is just down that one tunnel instead of laying out into these other ones. We can always check them on our way back, but
Did you just make a one-track mind joke?
yes, I did. Fuck off.
God. Awful.
Fen
Listen.
meows in annoyance.
I give him scritches.
George, just happy to be alive.
Yeah,
George is
just hanging out, just
George is
trotting
just
along.
Doing his
Goes up
best.
to Sid, hoping for some pets.
Oh yeah,
Get him
gets,
in it.
Sid just picks him up and he's like, "Oh, hi, buddy."
Oh my god.
How's your day going?
Good. We have band things going on. I saw my owner, did my dance, liked my dance. He liked my day, and he gave me belly scratches. And now I'm here, hang out with you. And are your day going good? Good day, right? Good day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not a bad day, so far. She like gives you a pat on the head a couple times.
Leans like right onto you. Good day.
Yeah.
Good day.
Oh, it warms her heart. She's just like, it'll be fine.
So much
right?
better
Like,
than dog jail.
adding somebody into the group. Ugh.
You're gonna make
The
me
color
cry.
drains to her face.
It just took me so long to register what you just said. Goodness gracious.
First of all, the Ivory Queen has some ways to get us out of the city from here that might be easier to get to than the greenhouse, especially considering how far the greenhouse is from us and the fact that we neglected to remember that the city sells watermelon that lets you see through invisibility and disguise self. So...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's magical fruit. It's kind of normal now, so I kind of forgot to think about it. But there's magic fruit that makes you do all wonder of things. It's really, really fun. But one of those is see basically into the ethereal plane.
I can't fucking wait to leave this place. What the fuck is this fucking hellscape?
But it's so
where you've got
interesting.
weird ass magic fruit.
I still think we should put in the fine print that, may induce death later on if you don't come up with a good catchphrase and transform properly.
All right, I'm coming around on this.
That's what I heard from our first meeting. So,
Must
I
be
mean,
okay
I'm all
with
for
hair
it.
color changes and sometimes skin tone color changes and sometimes physical species changes as well. We don't know. What if you pull the dog card and someone turns into a dog?
Okay, I'm back in.
That's gonna be confusing.
I mean, there's people. There's not like a lot of people, but people.
Oh, I didn't know. I assumed we were the only 4 in the shop, so that's my mistake.
Well, I mean, his shop is kind of like an outdoor stall. Like, again, he's literally like that guy from the opening from Aladdin, where it's like it's
Mel, the face.
My
I want
mistake.
that. I want that face as our new group chat.
Please no. Please no.
It's happening.
Seriously, me. For fuck's
Through observation, we've
Theoretically.
learned how important it is to keep it to oneself.
All right, Lyra, town girl.
What's Bells doing? Yeah, I want to know how Bells is feeling right now.
She's giving shade! Talk shit, get shit!
Two. Once Bells has taken a few moments to process, they are.
If you do that, Blizza's gonna stand up and kind of offer her hand to help him up. Then your mother's gonna have to kill you, and she doesn't want to do that.
I'm gonna have to see her, huh?
She's up there. She looks up towards the tower.
You can see that Irona is actually like one finger up, still just like cantrip shooting a few things that are in the distance. Just like checking out like a couple small things here and there. Scaran just looks up and is like, how do I talk to her without getting shot in the process?
If you have me with you, she'll hopefully be calm. Enough. I told her that we thought you might be under a spell that would have messed with your memory.
We would have gone and done the fucking mudslide. That would have happened at some point.
It's Sid's favorite place. It is Sid's favorite place. Sid loves dirt.
It loves dirt.
It is the great paladin that
I've
swings
got a
a
jar,
shovel
jar.
axe.
It
Of
was
course,
just,
Sid
it
loves
was
dirt.
It was just the way you said it.
It was the way you said it.
Fantastic.
We're not
Sid loves
arguing the
dirt.
fact. It's just the. It was the aggressive affection for dirt.
Is the love? I do have a question. Is the love for dirt greater than the love they have for Yvette? Because I don't think we've ever heard them talk about Yvette like that. It's like, I love you, and then I love dirt.
It's different. Dirt is like part of their
That's what they all
personality.
say.
Dirt is to Sid as necromancy is to
To Yvette.
Yes.
like probably equal amounts of love, but it's
Probably the least liked. Things that smelled awful, ratty mud off the street. And Onolove explained it as if you give even the worst thing a chance to be better, there's a good chance it might happen.
because I'm not sure I understand.
Is she acting good because she thinks acting good is going to keep everybody together, or is she just acting good because she got it all out of her system the night before?
She got most of it out of her system, so she's mellowed out.
Okay, that's all I was asking. Mellowette? Like just a little mellow? A small mellow?
She's
You
mellowed
had to see that coming.
I'm hanging up now.
Hi, Mel.
You okay? You watch as the dark-skinned woman begins reaching for her in the armor and just like trying to grab onto the side of her arm.
Immediately distracted, she turns to her, she grabs her hand, she goes, I'm okay, it's fine, we're okay, I think. Just
No one's gonna hurt you unless you start slinging lightning spells. And also are a part of Husk and want to destroy the world for whatever reason.
What the fuck is Husk?
Visual, very hard-set expressions, curly, slightly auburn, reddish hair. Emanates an aura or an energy around her that is frightening.
Hate this. I hate this so much.
Carries a shield with a face on it.
No! 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 Vinny, no! Vinny, no!
So
I'm so sorry that you guys have no clue, but also I'm so glad you have no clue because you would also be equally as angry.
I'm so happy that the wedding happened, so I don't have to deal with this melon person. This melon person.
Oh, I would have smacked you. I would have been like, "Hey, bud, come here, give me a hug." Smack upside the head. How fucking dare you?
I now live like.
No,
Funny
you're
shit.
good.
It's funny as shit.
It hurts now.
Yeah, full stress to full laughter does that.
I'm gonna mute now. I'll be right back.
You go to your thing.
Walking through the entranceway is maybe Solara, Ara, Chiv, and you see a young boy with familiar hair and eyes.
Motherfucker.
With an adult old gentleman with short gray hair. There we go. The whole gang's back together. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh my god.
You'd be kind of zombie walking a little. Like real slow walk
Hi.
up. Yeah.
Nixie?
Yeah, Valley,
Yes.
you turn and see Nixie in this glorious, bubbly appearance. Standing in front of you, maybe looking a little stiff and awkward and unsure of what to do. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nixie.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, looking very confused.
So when were you gonna tell me that the rest of you were this thing that I've been running from for the last, like, 2 years?
Okay, 1, to be fair, we didn't know you were running. 2, we haven't told anyone, not even my siblings know. And 3, are you okay?
I'm blue now!
And as that, we hear another horrible shriek from the quad.
We will
Boba
deal
goes,
with the blue thing later, it'll go away.
Yeah. Boba says, we can talk about this later, we really need to get going.
Sid gets a sending message and just hears in their minds.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Here's Mama, I haven't failed you yet. Much improved. Where the hell have you been? Miss you. Fuck 'em up.
I will say you don't get that message.
What?
What?
You're not playing that character right now. You don't know what's going on. Sid, you have a nice daydream about a message from Maybe.
Oof.
Minnie. Ow.
Vincent, the fuck?
Smartass.
That doesn't
I
count
know
as a
it, but
solution
like,
of all.
here, this is got multiple.
Is that, is it,
This is such a problem tonight. Fuck. Anyway, the problem is it's because Ken keeps talking.
I guess I'll just shut the fuck up.
I guess I'll
Just do like your
fuck.
bliss voice for Kid instead or something. Just use a different
No,
voice.
it's fine. It's fine.
Which bliss voice is the question?
Is one of them Southern?
No. Neither of us belong here. That's it.
It's fine. It was. I belong here. Look, I had a long Sunday. Is it? We don't belong in the Undercity. We don't belong on Wishfall. We don't belong in Vagari. Can you be more specific, please? There's just like a lot of different places.
She will spend 3 first level spell slots to answer. I'm gonna kill you.
At least
Vinny.
you're about to get your rest.
Yeah, no, thank fuck.
I mean, there's people. There's not like a lot of people, but people.
Oh, I didn't know. I assumed we were the only 4 in the shop, so that's my mistake.
Well, I mean, his shop is kind of like an outdoor stall. Like again, he's literally like that guy from the opening from Aladdin, where it's like it's
Mel, the face.
My
I want that. I want that face as our new group chat.
no. Please no.
It's happening.
Seriously mean. For fuck.
First of all, the Ivory Queen has some ways to get us out of the city. From here, that might be easier to get to than the greenhouse, especially considering how far the greenhouse is from us, and the fact that we neglected to remember that the city sells watermelon that lets you see through invisibility and disguise self. So...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's magical fruit. It's kind of normal now, so I kind of forgot to think about it. But there's magic fruit that makes you do all wonder of things. It's really, really fun. But one of those is see basically into the ethereal plane.
I can't fucking wait to leave this place. What the fuck is this fucking hellscape?
It's so
where you've got
interesting.
weird ass magic fruit.
walking through the entranceway is maybe Solara, Ara, Chiv, and you see a young boy with familiar hair and eyes.
Motherfucker.
With an
Oh,
adult old gentleman with short gray hair. There we go. The whole gang's back together. And that's where we're gonna end this session.
Oh my god.
How's your day going?
Good. We have band things going on. I saw my owner, did my dance, liked my dance, he liked my day, and he gave me belly scratches, and now I'm here, hang out with you, and are your day going good? Good day, right? Good day.
Yeah, it's not a bad day, so far. She like gives you a pat on the head a couple times.
Leans like right onto you. Good day.
Yeah. Oh, it warms her heart. She's just like, it'll be fine.
So much
right?
better
Like,
than dog jail.
adding somebody into the group. Ugh.
Oh, you're gonna make me
Color
cry.
drains to her face.
It just took me so long to register what you just said.
And we are back, I hope. Me double checking just to be safe. Yep, cool. We're back. Hi, y'all. Thanks for waiting. We are rehydrated, re-other thinged, and re-other thinged after that. I had a lot of big words ready to go. So, you guys have been sleuthing throughout the resorts, the Pride Lands Resort. And as you guys have been looking around trying to find the next person, what are your next steps? By next person, I mean the person that the person is looking for.
The babe? Like the person they're looking for.
Yeah, the babe.
So
the big pink babe.
So what I would do, I would make sure to like wave Tooth over at Puck. Make sure to ask them their names. Remember the names. It starts with something, right? I can't focus on that. I have stuff to do and go back to like ordering the teeth.
I'll make sure to catch all of the names.
All right, so
Puck is going to sorry. Puck is going to take advantage of her explorations the previous day of this location and start popping in and out of rooms as quietly as she can and just checking to see if she can figure out where this particular individual is supposed to be at. And just making sure that she's not misguided on her on their check of who this particular individual is.
Cool. Did you say you were using a particular skill for that? Your
Just my teleport doesn't take any checks or efforts to
Oh,
use
yeah,
it. Just
so-
kind of popping in and out around the rooms to see if she can identify where this might go down.
There's a few. Oh my! I never. As you just randomly pop into some rooms.
He's kind of like he's running cover for this operation because he loves this whole idea of popping in and out of people's rooms because he's curious. He's like, what was on the mantle? What pictures did they have? What were their knickknacks like?
She can't take anybody with her just yet.
No, I know, but he's like staying and watch like, oh yeah, it's cool. She does that all the time. And like,
Okay. Love it. So you're just like trying to keep people away as Puck goes on. So the do.
yeah, he's just running the cover situation or the obfuscation or he's just making it. Oh, she does that all the time. I don't know. She's got some kind of weird disease or something. I don't know.
Some weird disease.
From outside, you're just hanging out and just watching and just waving at people, and Puck is looking at the rooms and using that as kind of her focus of, okay, I can appear there, and like you see her like disappear from next to you and pop up in that visual space, and then just disappear and pop back up next to you. Like, nope, not that
He'll
one.
just kind of knock if there's nobody around. He'll just kind of give like a quick like on the door so she knows it's a good time now if she wants to pop back out.
We got this down. We've been doing this a few times, maybe.
Love it.
Well, like once, but yeah.
All right.
Hey, it worked on that time. It'll work on this one, right? Do we find anything?
I'll let you know in just a moment. BB, what are you doing? As I believe, Molary, you're just getting your teeth all organized in the moment. Was that what you were doing?
Yep, I'm just organizing teeth and like trying to multitask, trying to help. But I'm sorry, teeth are more important right now.
That's fair. But BB, what are you up to as this is going on?
I mean, I'm still working on this shell. I mean, this stuff's pretty good. I can't lie.
I think Kip snorked his drink.
Well, you are definitely very focused on that instead, so that is fine and very funny. Just double checking one thing. Okay, cool. Be trying to just understand some parts of the things. As you guys begin teleporting around, because you have cover, I'm gonna let you. I don't know if advantage is a thing in the system, but old habits die hard. I'm going to let you roll with advantage. You need to get a 3 or lower to just try to figure out like if there's anybody else that can fit these descriptors that you've gotten, which is not a lot. You got big. I think big in the letter T, and that's all you have.
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
about all the information he got. Mm-hmm. And it's ready to go down tonight. He knows it's coming down tonight. So.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
What was it?
A 6?
A 6. Yeah. Or the 6, you don't find anybody matching this descriptor. So either that's a good thing, and that means you know who it is, or it's a bad thing, and you just can't find everybody, which is possible. In a resort, people could be other places. There might be, when people go on like trips. So, like people like could be exploring, expeditioning right now and out and exploring. People could be in the stream and just not visible. Like there's too many options that you aren't sure about that it just you can't 100% guarantee be like you've counted everybody out yet at this point, which is unfortunate. But you had at least one good target, so that is one thing that you at least know for sure.
Explorations. Does Puck find the black-scaled dragon anywhere? Does she happen to see him anywhere?
Yes, there is one spot that you see him, and it's when you get up to the second highest floors in this place. This place is probably only about 6 stories, which isn't the craziest, but it's a decent enough size. That when you go to one of the rooms and you like kind of like phase out to like a balcony, you can see that he is up on the balcony above and across, currently just looking out and over with another cigar and just tapping it on the end of the frame, the barrier.
Does he seem to be watching anyone in particular, or just that kind of 1,000-yard stare?
From your heightened view, your like literally heightened view, you are able to look down and you can see that over in the flats, over in the area where there are people sunbathing, where you visit Molary, there is now a large plume of smoke that is encapsulating the entire area. So like about like a 50-foot radius, 100-foot diameter is just pure black right now. You're seeing a lot of people running out, and you're pretty sure you would hear or see if there was a large pink lizard currently running out of there right now, but you are not.
Right then. And she pops right back to Kip and goes, it's a go now. Like, now. They're doing it now. You
Like-
remember?
like right now.
Now. On the sunbathing
oh.
flats. Now. Go get BB.
But what is it? What do you want me to do?
At the very least, we got to prevent the kidnapping. I mean, would you want to be kidnapped? We're supposed to be vacationing, but you know what? I'd rather save somebody and like get on my entire vacation free and not have to pay for anything because we saved somebody. So, go find BB. I'll go find Molary.
Got it.
She poofs and goes to find Molary.
You both end up at the same spot because Molary and BB are across from each other. One is cleaning teeth, the other is eating a snail shell.
I'm gonna
BB,
guess.
we got a thing we gotta do.
Oh, what? What's going on?
You remember
I
that
don't
pink
know.
lizard?
We got a thing.
The pink lizard's getting kidnapped. Let's go get the pink lizard.
The pink lizard, the one that almost ate us? Okay, well, I have this new net that I want to try out anyway. Maybe it'll help. And I'll just, like, put it away and just immediately start running out. You just kind of see, like, a trail of little teeth falling out of my pouch.
I really hope we never need to use that ever.
I didn't even know he had that, or they had that. That's disturbing.
That's option. No, thank you.
Option T for teeth.
That's option no.
That's every option. What?
This option is rated T.
As you guys begin exiting the building and heading towards the flats, you do watch as the smoke begins to disasperate. And as that happens, you watch very Batman-esque, especially in like the Dark Knight with like the gliding down with the wings out. You watch as this Dragonborn either has a cape or has wings sprouting from the back of underneath his outfit as he just glides down past the plume of smoke into the distance. But you guys, at the very least, either have to go through the smoke or go around it. If you go around it, you're losing time. If you go through it, it's going to be hard to navigate. So that's up to you.
At least 2 of you can fly.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna try to get over the smoke and do some pop shots into it.
Sure, you can do that for sure. As you're flying up, you can start just taking some shots. BB and Kip and Buck, what are y'all doing?
Do either of you have wings? I forget.
I have wings.
All right. I'll if Puck is okay with it, BB will pick them up and help them by carrying them. Air BB.
Airbnb. I love this.
BB. Yeah, Puck is totally okay with it. Puck's gonna take their they're gonna pop off of their hip their shovel, and they're gonna pop out this and like screw all the pieces together into this big tactical shovel that has sharpened edges. Basically uses it like a mace. Stick that in the holster in the back. Pop out her blowgun. Pull a couple of pins out of her, or some of the long vines out of her hair, and go. All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Dun,
And-
dun, 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 dun.
Does liftoff occur? By all known laws of aviation, does this work?
Probably not, but we're in a magical fantasy land, so it's 100% fine with me. So the three of you get into the clouds along with carrying Puck. And honestly, probably the quickest method because it means you don't lose line of sight and you can also get over quicker. The Dragonborn is the easiest to see. Probably also the closest to you guys. And you can see in the distance that the three kobolds have now uncovered from their cloak and are currently holding it like it's filled with like a person or a thing. A lot smaller than what you assumed the big lizard was, but like they are apparently carrying something in this thing, and you're watching them struggle as they begin to head north alongside the river. And you start seeing not far away from where they are is that apparently either some other accident or something happened here before, or maybe this was an area that they were hiding out, because you're starting to see like a cart, you're seeing barrels, you're seeing a campsite, like a whole area set up over here. And a couple other kobolds are also here in wait as well. No one seems to have noticed you guys yet. So you guys are going to get either, if you want to attack while airborne, you guys can get a surprise round, or if you guys want to hop over and hide or do something else, you can do that as well, or whatever combination of things that you're thinking.
Okay. Just to clarify, just so I had that right, the three kobold that were all on top of each other are now dragging something.
Yeah, they have something wrapped up in a cloak, and they're much farther away. They had a big head start because they started in the flats, but they are dragging the cloak like it is very, very heavy, and there's definitely like a lumpy something in there, but it's just a cloak, like it just has the normal size of a cloak. So if the lizard is in there, something weird's going on.
Okay, yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is try to fly over the top of them.
Okay. I mean, you guys have air power, so you guys are doing solid right now. So that's what we got from you. Have you flying over, and you are doing anything, or just watching? Or are you taking shots, or what?
Yes, I'm gonna fly over, and I'm immediately gonna try to shoot the three of them, or take a shot at one of the three of them.
Okay. I think with the way the stuff works here, you only get the one shot, but
Yes.
we can still have you shoot. What do we have? Just because you guys are in the physical control of your own bodies, what are BB? Not that the person who can teleport can't just jump off whenever, but what is BB and Kip doing in the air? As you guys see where Molary is going, not straight down, but down to attack.
I'm fully occupied with making sure Puck does not plummet to the earth. That is my focus right now. I can't do it. My hands are occupied with human or
Cool.
friend.
Active transport, got it. And Kip?
To the kobolds and be like, he's using his vocal mimicry to sound like the Black Dragon boss. Be like, all right, give me the body. I got this. You guys are in danger. I'm out of here. And he's gonna hopefully grab the body and fly out.
Are you You're not disguised in any way, though, right? It's just you flying down trying to do this.
No, he's just hoping that the confusion of the situation, like, lends them to like comply to the voice before they realize what's going on.
We're gonna miss you.
I don't know how stupid to
I
pretend
know,
these people
probably.
are. So I'm just gonna roll a d8, and that's gonna be the level of the check because I have no idea what to say. How much this fool's like. They could be completely idiotic, but they also.
I do have a die for my vocal mimicry, if that helps.
Oh yeah, that's it. We're gonna have you roll right afterwards. I'm deciding how difficult this is.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 3 that you're gonna need to get to. But yes, you roll with your mimicry
He
die.
is arrogant, by the way. I'm not supposed to know how hard my shit is before I roll.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, arrogant.
Yeah,
You may
I'm
roll
not
a
supposed to-
d8. Oh no, wait, my bad. You always assume that you succeed. You cannot make checks to determine the chance of failure.
Yeah, I don't know my difficulties before I do anything.
Cool.
But that's fine.
That's good to know. I'm still fine with telling you, but that's also good to know. Yeah, go ahead.
You know nothing.
Oh, I don't think that was. Oh no, that was a 3. That was a 3.
I mean, that's what you needed. So,
Meets it. Yep.
So as you come down and do that, you're able to blow past the Dragonborn, who you realize has wings. These are in fact wings from underneath his outfit that just have sprouted. And you just hear, "Hey!" Like as you're going by, like it's like very annoyed by your sudden just appearance and passing. And you are able to grab the cloak, and all three of them are like, the voice just has an instinct with them where they're all like, "Oh yeah, sure, boss," and they like go at once, just out of instinct. And as this thing drops, it is so heavy. It's like carrying a boulder, and you realize what one of the problems is. And like as you like drop to the, maybe not you to the ground, but at least drop the cloak to the ground, you do just see like an arm spill out connected to a body, but like you see like underneath there, like wherever this form is in this smaller dimensional space, the weight hasn't changed completely, and they're having a very difficult time moving her, and you will have a difficult time doing it by yourself as well.
Yeah,
but it's
for
dropped,
sure.
so at the very least they're not actively moving her away anymore, which is great.
Cool.
You do see pink skin, though, so I will let you know that it is a very large pink arm that you are seeing, so you are seeing the lizard. I'm going to move some pieces. I'm going to send you guys a link. We have a battle map.
Are we going into things?
We're just opening up Owlbear Rodeo, as long as that is a possibility.
Yeah.
Molary, if you would like to roll an attack, I'll let you hopefully at least pop off one of these guys beforehand, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Attack is going to be a D12 for me, right?
D12, unless you specifically have a proficiency in the weapon that you're using in some format.
Sharpshooting? Or no, sharpshooting just helps with
It'll normally say, so it'll tell you if you ever have to reduce the dice for it.
Yep, it's just going to be a D12. That's a 6.
With the 6, what in your moment is the reason do you think that you miss? What causes you to miss in that moment?
Maybe it's a new tooth. Like I'm not used to the tooth of the person, so like as soon as I spin the cylinder, I take a shot, and as soon as I take a shot, like the size of the tooth is a little bit different than I'm used to, and there's a bigger kickback.
That is fair. I have to move some pieces around because we were in a different spot than what I assumed we'd be starting in, which is totally fine. Also, we don't go by to you. So as you guys are flying over, you see as the Dragonborn is now catching up, and you watch as the body transmutates as it begins to land, and you see a full-bodied black dragon as it appears on the ground. And as it growls towards specifically Kip, not really noticing the rest of you guys in this moment, and seeing the body of the lizard just gives a growl and says, Malar sends his regards. And you watch a big pile of acid begin to form in his mouth. We are going to enter an initiative, so I need you guys to roll reactions, I believe is how the order works for this game. Let's see.
Well, we don't have stats. Okay.
Yeah, this should just be a D10 for everyone, unless you have something.
Yeah.
Unless you got a trait.
Haha. Got an 8. Great.
9.
5, 9, 9. Okay. That's what's up.
Wait, was
that's bad, right?
So 6. Yeah, I mean the lower the number, the better. So 6 is Puck. All of the bad guys technically have a 4. What is everyone else's? Show me your numbers either by hands or read them out again.
8.
So we got a 9, a 5, and an 8. Okay, the 5 for Kip. And then we have an 8 and a 9. 8, 9.
You both rolled a 9? Oh, that's not good.
The stupid D10 rolled another 9. That was not me. I did not do that. The dice
Okay.
did.
That's fair, actually.
I mean, yeah, I blame the die, not the roller.
Exactly.
Hey, I told you as soon as this fight kicked off. So far, my first shot's a miss. The initiative is an 8.
GM, quick question for
What's up?
you. For the purposes of character build, does the Black Dragon constitute an authority?
Yes, I would say.
Perfect. Thank you.
Me not knowing all the skills has no idea what I just agreed to, but that's fine. I am very down for it. Just an FYI, because you all are normal sized creatures, melee is the zone that you are in. Close is the border around that, and then the next one is mid, and next is large. Most of this is pretty close combat or melee in this sense, because everyone is very, very near each other, but that's just for if you have weapons that separate from melee, close, range, etc., etc. But for the most part, I think everyone's going to be able to reach everybody else, because you also all have at least one zone movement anyways. So I have a feeling no one's going to be out of reach. Cool. We are going to start this off. The first ones up are the kobolds. So all of the kobolds are going to go first, meaning all 5 of them are going to... Vinny just blanked on how I know if I hit you guys, because you guys don't have armor. Oh, I think you guys still roll, right?
Yeah, it's a contested roll.
Shield.
Yeah, we do an
But I have
avoid
to,
check.
ready my shield.
Avoid checks. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I have to use my shield. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys roll avoid checks. Your number to beat is where? The frig. Each of you are going to get attacked once by a separate kobold. The attack is 6, meaning that you guys have to roll a 5 or better.
Okay, so a quick question
That's
on
not a
that.
D10.
Is this a armed or unarmed attack? And is this a powered or unpowered attack?
Armed and unpowered.
Okay, thank you.
It should be a D10 unless you have, again, specifics that help in any way. 3 is good.
Got a 3.
3 is good. 10 is not good. 3 is also good.
No!
You got 3 3s and a 10.
Oh, you re-roll your life.
I'm not burning the last 2 of my effort.
Not this early.
I'm taking the hit. I'm getting my +1 effort back.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you fail, you do get the +1 effort back. So if any of you have been losing effort, and we keep track of that, I believe failing in general lets you gain it back.
Gain one back.
Is that a damage for me?
Yes, for you, you are going to get hit once by... Whoop, I rolled away from the page. Let's go back to that. You take 1 damage. It's just literally one of them. They all have daggers and crossbow bolts. So the second that you are crossbows, so the second that you like pop up and these fuckers, they all just randomly take aim. There's technically a fifth one. I am going to have, honestly, you fired on them, Molary. You're gonna get fired on back. So this one other one aims up that you miss is like, fuck you, and just fires back with a crossbow bolt.
Okay. And I need to roll a. Oh no,
below a
I'm not
6.
supposed to know.
Wait, no, I fuck it. I don't care. Maybe you're not supposed to know, but I'm not that picky.
5.
5. You just succeed. So 2 crossbow bolts come up to you, and you're able to avoid both of them. The next up is the dragon.
That was like Michael Jackson action.
But a little different. Yeah, unfortunately, all of your bad guys go on 4, so that does mean you guys all have rounds right after, which is great because you get to all act together. And if you guys have combos and stuff, that'll be fantastic. One problem is that this thing can hurt everybody that's in melee range with it, so it is going to get up close to the people in the back row because currently, well, one of you is above ground, like flying, right?
I think all.
Oh, you're all flying. That's weird.
We're all winged creatures.
Yeah, everything from the dragon below has wings. So I'm just gonna say it still works the same way then, because then everyone's on a fully omnidirectional playing field in that sense. So the dragon is going to take in and breathe out a deep acid breath towards all of you guys now that you've distracted it from your existence. Before it was going to bother with Kip, but now it's going to deal with the rest of you first so it can savor its kill afterwards. This thing, I need you guys to roll. I don't care about telling you guys. You 3, everyone who is not Kip, you need to roll an avoid of 4 or lower.
Is this a powered attack?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
I know, right?
I have power attraction. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I'll say it this way: it doesn't say powered there, but I'm assuming a dragon breath counts as a powered attack, right?
Yeah.
5.
5 and 3. All right, BB and Puck, you guys, I guess it's probably thanks to BB unless Puck decides to phase away in that moment. But you two are able to dodge. Molary, the breath comes up at you. So now it's just acid rain. It's just coming straight back down. It goes up and then comes right back down. It's very, very unfortunate. You take 2 damage.
Oh.
Hey.
That's painful.
Yeah. It's
That's
a dragon. But that is the end of all of your bad guys' turns. So everything now is you guys. So you guys can do combos, act together, act separate. But you do have to deal with 5 kobolds and this dragon. And it's your guys' choice what order you decide to go in with this.
Immediately after taking that much damage, I want to make sure every one of these honeycombs is a zone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Could you define where Puck and I are? Because like we're kind of on the border of like 3 zones right now, and we were hit in melee range, so I presume.
Yeah, that's
either
why
they're a large creature and we're like able to be out here, or they're not large and we're in here.
The size for this guy is me double checking things. Again, I don't know the system. It is what I would consider technically a large creature. Yes.
Okay, so we're probably more like that here a little bit.
Yeah. You guys can
Still
definitely
hit,
be in the square, and like, yeah, it's totally up to you guys if you're gonna figure out
Cool.
move from there. But yeah.
I can move one. I'm drawing a blank. I can move one zone, correct?
Yep, you get a movement and an action, I believe. I thought there was a third thing, but I couldn't find the third thing.
Within a zone is free. Adjusting in a zone is free. Moving to a new zone is 1 movement. You have attack, brace, combro,
the A
D, and then encourage.
I'm just gonna move a zone over to stop that stupid attacking crap from happening, just getting out of the way. And then I'm going to take a shot at the dragon immediately.
Hell yeah. Do remember.
concur-
What's up, Puck?
I was gonna say at the same time that Molary is doing that, Puck is gonna reach up and tap BB's arm and say, "All right, on 3, let go, and as soon as you let go, be ready to attack." And then
Okay.
she's just immediately gonna go 3 and just poof.
Such a strategy.
And she's going to teleport herself directly onto the dragon's muzzle and just wrap around it with her shovel and just shove up and under his jaw and just straight up and through.
Hell yeah. All right, then you both roll me attacks. Kip and BB, what are you guys up to as that goes on?
Kip, all you.
I have either the worst or best idea in the world ever.
That's how it goes.
So I've got the 5 kobolds around me.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you got 3 that are
Gonna
right there,
shuffle a
2
deck of
more
cards.
at a bit of a different distance. But yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna shuffle a deck of cards and be like, "All right, guys, the game is 5 card stud. Now remember, queens are wild, and deuces are high, and threes are you can do those for a redraw." And he's gonna deal out a game of poker to the kobolds and try and distract them from the entire combat, and hopefully engage them in some kind of gambling where we're probably going to punch each other's teeth out, so Molary can get some winnings.
Love that. Go ahead and as the other 2 roll attacks, roll me something to convince these guys. If you've got something specifically with cards or gambling that helps.
I mean, I have gambling, but it's only at a D8, and that's only for playing fairly. He wouldn't be trying to cheat at this. So I don't know if that counts.
Should have taken
Otherwise,
a
I'm just
second
rolling
rank.
D10.
I mean, if you aren't
I know.
you're not necessarily cheating yet, I guess, because you're just dealing the cards. So,
Yeah, he's just trying to get these guys like not in the combat. Like
that's super.
So we're playing a game of poker, right? While these guys fight a dragon, that's fine.
It's a good idea. This is going to. I guess I don't have to tell you, which is weird, but I'll do it. So what are you up to, BB? Well, that happens.
BB, with now 2 free hands, will let themselves dive down towards the ground. And since they're large, just stay in this zone. Since it's already melee range, since they're large. And ready my large shield, as well as go ahead and pull out my extra arm. But instead of attacking with that, I will use my infect. And spend 1 effort to attempt to infect this individual.
Awesome. Does it say more about what infect does off the top of it?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Rank 1. Rank 1, as an action, you spend 1 effort to infect a creature within melee range. It is considered an attack, though it deals no damage. If the attack is successful, the creature becomes infected, and on subsequent turns, I can use an action to deal 1 damage to it. This can be done at any range, and if I use my action to do anything but damage the infected, it is no longer infected. I have this ability at rank 3, so the initial attack does deal 1 damage, and the attack uses a D8.
Hell yeah. All right, then I'm going to have you roll an attack as well, and we're going to see what your 3 attacks are. I'm going to just check with Kip real quick. Kip, what did you roll on your little convince somebody?
I rolled a 1, baby. It was a nat 1.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Because you were going to still have to deal with the other 2 kobolds coming in, but the second the 2 kobolds see the other 3 playing, they're like, hey, deal us the fuck in. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I got you. I got you with the +2 cards, baby. We're all in on this.
All right.
We're gambling. We're gonna
move the fucking paw over so we have a place to play, and just kind of moves the list.
Yeah,
out of the way.
You guys playing on the cloak with the body of the dragon in it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Right on the stomach. All 6 of
lizard.
you guys coming
Poor
around.
lady.
All right. You
You
got those.
bend her into a bow shape, so it's a perfect poker table.
What's up?
Left-eye jacks are wild, and on this hand only, if
go.
I know
you
this-
throw in 3 2s, you get the bottom draw. We could do that. Okay, let's go.
Bomb draw, bomb draw. You're like, all of them are just like, yeah, bomb draw. Like, they don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. They're just like, yeah, we're going to win some money. We're going to fucking be amazing at this. This is going to roll so bad. All right? What are we playing for? What are we playing for? You want gold? You want scales? What do you want, huh?
I mean, whatever's good, baby. I got some coins. I got some things. He's pulling stuff out of his pocket.
Got some gold. We have stuff, right? We have stuff.
He does not care.
Okay, yeah.
He's
Just start throwing stuff into this.
I got 5 kobolds busy.
All right. All right. The giant lizard's stomach is flat and just like there, so you can just like put stuff down in the center and start playing right on top of her, while the other 3 fight a dragon. All right, guys. The roll that you guys need to beat a defensive 4, meaning you need a 3 or lower. What do you guys roll? We got a 1, which is great.
Got a 1.
4 is real close. 4 is also real close.
I'm gonna rules lawyer here. Under the attack section in the system, it says if an attack roll is less than or equal to the monster's defense or
thank
the
you.
avoid check, the attack hits.
I knew that the whole time. I was testing you guys. Perfect. Cool. Glad you guys read the book. Cool. All 3 of you guys hit. So, tell me. I'm gonna move around you guys and just figure out what the damage combos are. So, Tech, for Molary, what damage is it? Just the +1 or the normal one, or do we have anything extra on there?
No, I think it's just the +1. It's an automatic pistol, so it's not anything special.
Cool. You're able to somehow you get random teeth stuck into this dragon's scales. All right, Puck, you were shoving that shovel up, like, was it like underneath here?
Yeah, just straight up and into their jaw to try to like latch their jaw shut, and also wrapping my arms around it so they can't use their acid attacks again.
Cool.
It'll do 1 damage on that one.
All right. Excellent.
Puck will also note that her shovel is her tool, and this will come in handy in the next round.
Excellent. As you shove it up, would it also do 1 damage, I assume, as well, right?
Yeah, it's 1 damage.
Cool. So, and then up to BB. Your weapon, you said automatically now, because of your level ups with it, causes 1 damage in the first round as well.
Yep.
All right. You guys do a significant chunk of damage. Where are you hitting with the teeth, and where are you hitting with the infection? Because I know where the tool is going.
I'm aiming for an eye.
That's super fair.
Yeah.
I'm honing up my energy in my extra arm that I've pulled out as my weapon to like channel the infection, and I'm just hitting whatever body part is near me. I'm assuming like a leg or maybe the tail, since with what's going on with the tool.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to, but there's a couple of you in the front, or I guess really only one of you is actually in the front while Molary is flying around, getting a good clean shot with a 1 into this thing's eye. So that is 3 damage with it, which is a decent chunk of its health. And it is, he is looking injured, but pissed. So, it's a, not a fun combo. But you guys are able to do that. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? The problem with me is I always want to be like, hey, what do you guys want to do? So turn order is kind of awful in that one regard. But yeah, I will say all the kobolds are distracted. So as long as Kip is just playing cards with them, that is going to just happen.
Yeah, he's all in. He is Vegas dealing. He doesn't even know what game they're playing anymore.
Neither
he's
do
like,
they.
whatever keeps these guys interested, he's playing that game right now.
Hell yeah. So
Longest game of Texas Hold'em ever.
yeah. So you guys are over there like
Yeah,
that. This is happening 10 feet
okay,
away.
so on this hand, you could trade in 2, but you get 1 back. But then if you don't like that one, then you could trade it in, and then you get an ace automatically, but then I have to look for the ace, and then I have to reshuffle. So we have to start all over if that happens.
All right. I'm lowering the DC, and I'm going to keep lowering the DC because the longer they play, the more sucked in they get. But just to keep them going, I need you to roll me a 5 or lower.
On my gambling die?
Gambling, yep.
Okay.
You haven't cheated yet.
Yeah, we're still going over the
I haven't.
rules.
I'm just up. Yeah, I don't even know what the rules are at this point, but I got 3.
Cool. They're still zoned in. They're like, yeah, the bomb thing, right? And then it's like, yeah, the one-eyed queen things.
Yeah, but you gotta chip it. You gotta put it in the ante right now.
I got some scales. Do you still have
that's
the
fine.
walrus
Whatever,
tooth? You got the walrus
man.
tooth still?
Yeah, bring it on in. We're gonna
put it in the walrus
pot.
tooth.
Bring it in the pot.
All right, so
Fucking teeth.
all of them are distracted. It is going to go to the dragon's turn, and having the mouth blocked is going to be a bit of an issue. And flying would be a wonderful skill to use if all of you guys couldn't fly. So it is not going to try to escape. But instead, it is going to...
I thought this was a beach vacation.
Yes, it is. I'm getting dragon teeth. It's a beach vacation.
I was in a cool tub.
Getting more dragon teeth.
All right. We are going to have this thing roll an attack, and it's going to be on Puck because you are doing the worst thing to it right now. Like it is, you are restraining it from actually being able to do what it needs to do. And you hear words just grumbling out and say, I will do Tiamat's bidding, no matter what you try. And it takes a claw up and it's going to try to swipe at you. I need you to beat 4 or lower.
Right. 4 or lower. Oop, there's my D8. Now, the nice thing about this is I have rough skin. My skin has a surface or texture that damages things that touch it. When you succeed on an avoid check against a melee attack from a creature using its physical body, the attacker loses 1 health.
Hell yes.
That is a 2.
Ooh, success. Awesome.
Tuesday.
Fun thing about this, it has a similar thing. It also has rough skin. So even though you succeed, you are taking 1 damage, but you're taking 1 damage instead of 3 damage. So that's good. So only 1 damage to Puck as this thing does bring its claw up, and while missing with your claw, you still get like raked with scales, but you are also tough and rough as well. So it ends up you watch the scales that rub up against you just chip off, exposing a bit of muscle on one of the arms at the same time. So it takes 1 more hit, and now it's back to you 4 again. I'm going to check with Kip first. Are you doing anything different, or are you just there doing that?
No, I think he recognizes that he is doing his diligence of keeping these 4 kobolds out of this whole thing. So he is 100%.
Honestly, the fact that you're controlling
on keeping this,
the fact that you're taking 5
keeping
people
the
out.
Yeah, no, you're doing good.
Yeah,
if we ever needed a bard, we got one.
All right. Yeah.
I'm the bard.
All right, passing it over to you 3 then. I don't know if you guys have different moves that you're doing this time around, or are we just rinsing and repeating? That's up to you guys.
Knowing that that thing's pissed now, you're just gonna see I fly to the 3rd zone away from it. Luckily, I have sharpshooter, so I can do 2 extra zones plus the zone that initially, so I have 3 zones of which I can attack from.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay where I'm at and pop another shot at its other eye.
Super fair. Yeah, you need to roll 4 or lower. And
3.
Hell yeah, that's gonna hit. BB and Puck, what are you guys doing?
BB, go ahead.
I mean, my stuff's easy since I just kind of do it since I have the guaranteed effect of infect. So I just get to do a damage since that's the only thing I can do. But I will move, and I'll sneak to the end of this zone over here and get pressed up against these rocks for cover and maybe even hiding, while Pug does all the work.
You got this, Puck.
There's not a lot of things that I'll bug you about, but just because it is a chance to bring up the climbing thing, I'm going to just deal with.
I have wings.
You do have wings. Why am I even?
Fuck you, DM. I have.
That's so funny.
Wingstop.
That's so fine. I just forgot completely.
There's like no.
Three
I'll
arms,
agree.
2 wings. Is
In your
a lot of body parts.
defense, there's like no description of wings. It's just like you can use your wings as your regular movement. What does that mean?
You just
in
fly
zone
regular
in zone to zone movement.
Oh,
Like
I'm also
You just fly.
and I did not put the map up. So here's our little map, guys. You can see Kip's over there dealing with the 5 kobolds, and we've got Puck down there dealing with the dragon, while our other guys,
So you guys
are all the
you
way
guys double
over
down.
here.
You double
All
down
the
right
way
now,
over here.
and I get you triple. Okay, got it. Go, call.
Puck didn't
Okay,
do anything
you're
with effort. It wasn't a special ability. or Kip just went for it and is now disabled 5 combatants while we
Which
handle this.
is great. Puck, what are you up to? Because we know we got something weird going on.
Oh yeah. So Puck, in doing any of their powered abilities based on this system, they do have to have 2 components to perform their magical abilities. So Puck's tool is her item. It's her shovel, which is now shoved up and into the mouth of this dragon. And her other choice is vocalizations. So she has this shovel shoved up in him. She uses one effort to cause a fireball the size of her body to erupt from the end of this shovel. And her vocalization is "Burn, baby, burn!" And
She's
fireball
coming,
inside
burn
its
it
mouth.
up.
And then it's an immediate 1 point of damage.
Hell yeah.
Plus 1 point of damage for her shovel.
Hell yeah. Fantastic. So, between the 3 of you guys over here, we've got the psionic necrosis that is just slowly taking over on one end. We got the sharpshooter taking out the eyes on the other side, and then we just have an explosion. I don't know if any of you guys understand this skill of Puck's, where just randomly out of nowhere an explosion of fire comes out of the black dragon's mouth, which isn't how it works. So you. Well, just the
fire. That means you get doubles on 3s. If it's a 3, you got double. You get doubles.
You watch this thing, like, you are getting tossed around quite a bit now, Puck, because this thing, I mean, like, imagine someone popped you in the mouth like that. You'd stumbling back. This thing is doing real rough right now. And it stumbles back, and it has taken 4 more damage, and you still have that rough feature, so there's a chance that it's going to take even more in a second, but we'll see. So that is 4 + 4, 8. You guys have it down to its bare bones at this point, unless there's any other things people have for their turns.
I am going to make use of my teleport to move from its head, and I'm going to pull that shovel out with me as I go and pop onto the back of its neck. Kind of get out of reach of the claws. Can't reach your own back.
That is super fair. I think that is a reasonable idea in this situation. It is going to pop back to the kobolds and the black dragon's turn. Kobolds, roll me one more time. Kip, I know we're supposed to do it on your turn, but I'm just going to have you do it now to see if they... we reduced it to 5, now a 6 or lower at this point.
Oh my lord.
I need you to know that out of DMs, you are a badass. The whole time in my head, I'm like, what's he gonna do there? What's he gonna do now? What's he gonna do now?
This is a very fun situation. 5. We're still good. Okay. They are super distracted.
Yeah. Hey guys, 2-eyed queens, baby. We got 2-eyed queens. They're double for nothing. If you roll a 2-eyed queen, we're all in the mustard. Guys, okay, I'm dealing out a new hand right now.
He dealt this out as a game of poker. He dealt this out as a 5 card game of
tarot
poker.
cards, which is the better part.
Oh yeah, the
It's
whole
like
time
a
I'm just
deck
like,
of Uno cards.
What's a 2-eyed queen? Is there a 1-eyed queen?
There are
How
1-eyed
many
queens.
eyes?
Some of them are just looking like this. So
Yeah, the whole.
Puck, why do you have a
the-
cat? We're in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
You watch one of the kobolds like lean over, like, "Boss, do you need help with any of this?" And then the black dragon, because instead of its mouth is fucked up, can't even say anything. So it's like, all right, you just let us know. And just
I'm
goes back to
using
the game.
this fucking boss's voice to be like, no, we good, boys. We got this. Double down. Double or nothing.
This thing's gonna do the same thing it did last time, similar to Molary, where it fired the acid up, because it really can't reach you in the moment. So it is just going to spray it high and have it come back down. For that, it is an attack of 5. So I need you to roll 5 or lower for your avoid.
It's a 7.
You take 2 damage from this, so it hurts. You see, it also probably doesn't feel good for this thing. It also can't see very well right now either. It's having a really, really bad 5 seconds. It just blindly shoots the spray up into the sky. It comes back down, and even this thing, normally its scales and its muscles and all of its appendages are made to be protected against acid because it's what it breathes out. But in this moment where there are holes in its eye sockets and in other parts of its bodies have exposed wounds, it flinches in pain itself. Are you okay? Is Puck okay? I don't know. I remember what Puck's health was. So
is very definitely not doing well.
Okay.
I'm double checking the combat here.
Oh, you did take damage earlier.
Yeah, I did
How
take
much
damage
health?
earlier.
How much your max health?
I have
Everyone-
a max of 3, and I already took
Ooh.
1 earlier, so this would be another 2. So I have a question.
Sure.
Would the wings be considered partial cover? Like, where are his wings at in comparison to where I teleported?
You said on its neck, I think.
Yeah, like the base of his neck, like where the wings would be attached to the body, kind of like that region.
Oh,
tucked
right, the part
between.
where the ligaments actually connect. You know, that's a little far away, but I think you could do that. How about this? Roll me. Actually, no, you have teleportation. Never mind. I'm just gonna let you. I'm down with partial cover. You have teleportation. It's broken, but I love teleportation. It's literally such a problem solver.
That's why I wanted to ask, because I can spend 2 of my effort to use my movement to teleport to an adjacent zone that I can see, so I could use that to get out of the way.
That would get you out of
I want
it.
to make sure.
That would not get you out of it completely. Ooh, actually, I never thought about that. Its melee attack should be hitting the kobolds and Kip, but we're not going to worry about that right now.
He's not targeting them. That's fine.
Yeah,
The whole party gets hit.
It really should. It should be the entire surrounding area.
Yeah.
But I am down for you to, if you want to use the 2 effort to take away at least 1 of that damage. You'll probably still get hurt a little bit, but you'll survive.
Yeah, I'll use the 2 effort and definitely try and dodge as much of it as I can.
Yeah. So spending, is that a specific feature you have, or is that one of the things in the list of spending effort?
It is under the spending effort within the teleport. It's a rank 1. Spend 2 effort. Oh, the action cost me 1 effort because I'm rank 2.
There you go.
Spend an effort, use movement to teleport to a... Oh, but it uses my movement to do so.
Ooh.
Are there reactions in this at all? I didn't really see if there was anything.
I don't really think so. But I'm still okay with the trade-off if you want to take 2 effort down to remove 1 damage, because you are an insta-teleporter. Like, this is a build's part of your ability. I'm fine with that as a trade. Also, I'd rather not kill you.
What are you talking about? Come on.
People are stupid enough, yeah, but I think this is a perfectly reasonable
Get a little
move.
death going. All right, they'll be fine.
I'll bring you back with the teeth.
Roll,
I
roll
don't
them a
know
d12
that
check.
works.
Let's see what
Magical
happens. Let's roll the dice here.
I will. I'll go ahead and use that 2 effort to only take the 1 damage, and I will duck myself.
There is a wagon. There's a barrel. There's some rock. There's a
Little
lizard.
barrel roll.
I was gonna
There's
say
a poker table.
There is a poker table.
I'm gonna pop up on the far side of the poker table by the kobolds and just flop down and be like, "All right, deal me in."
Hey, you can't.
Yeah, I got
mid-hand, mid-hand.
3
Oh,
cards.
fucking-
You got 3 new cards.
Fuck it.
3 new cards.
No,
Oh my
shut
God.
up.
Taking
You've
the,
been cheating the whole game long.
taking the whole
She
pot.
gets in.
Mayor of Yap City over here, Kip. I love it.
Yeah, hey, look, talk your way through everyone staying calm. We're good.
All right,
I'm with it.
It is back to your 4's turns. I love that you grabbed cards. Kip, I'm gonna just say you're still doing the same thing if that's what you're doing.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're in, baby.
Cool.
Okay, so
Solid.
this round. Okay, this hand only. If you have 2 jacks, you could trade them in for 4 jacks. Don't ask me how that works, but we're doing it. Let's go.
Loving that math. Cool.
Only 1 jack. Sorry.
Molary's like, I'm really happy I'm not doing that.
After the acid spray, you guys see that it is on its last leg in the moment. BB, Molary, and Puck, if there are any final things you guys want to do, it's your move.
It's your move. You can attack. So the net would be a melee weapon, correct?
I think so.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. As if not, I was about to launch this net at it.
It depends. Did you modify your gun to carry the net yet?
You have a net shooter.
Put exactly 1 tooth in it and fire it, and hope to God the whole net goes with it.
If you are allowing this, I would like to shoot the net.
Fuck yeah! I don't care. Let's see what happens.
Yes. I'm shooting the net, baby.
All right.
I'm nervous. I need something
because
good
this
now.
is very, very weird. The defense is going to move up with just purely because of what you are attaching. It is going to be, instead of a 4 defense, a 3 defense. So you have to roll a 3 or lower now.
Okay. I don't have anything I can use for effort to make this better.
Can I?
Effort uses, yeah. You guys can use effort to help.
You should have 3 effort if it's available to boost for another dice.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot, I can spend
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So
Yeah.
wait,
So
would
for-
I just roll
spend-
2?
Yeah,
roll
so-
2 dice. You spend 3 effort to roll 2 dice and take the lower.
Yeah, so you
Advantage.
can do that to boost yourself. Someone else can boost you. I believe it costs 2 for someone else to also help, which would add another die. So I don't know what you guys are up to, what BB and Puck are doing, but
Puck cannot. I don't have 2 effort to do that, but can Puck create a distraction with her attack
you can use
to make it
distraction.
into a combo?
Hell yeah. Do you have any descriptors for that? What are you doing? What's the distraction? What chaos are you bringing?
Just she's got her cards, and just from behind her cards, she picks up her blowgun, loads in one of her 9-inch spikes, and just aims and shoots it straight into the dragon's foot. Like just aiming right between the toes.
It's evil. I got a
Vile.
2 on that roll, by the way.
Excellent.
Thank you for the effort thing, because the first roll was a 6 and the second one was a 2.
And then BB, anything from you?
I'm the power of the Necronomicon. Another damage because that's all I can do.
Hey, it don't hurt. Does the net do anything specifically special at this point?
So since this was something that I created myself, mostly I was just gonna go with the power of teeth. So it would be something depending on the teeth that I use, and since this one has dragon teeth in it,
yep,
I would leave it kind of to your description, just because it's you said some of them had fire properties, and I didn't know what all types of dragon teeth that had in there.
That's super fair. I'm gonna give a quick descriptor with using what you guys have dropped so far. So I'm gonna say that with a reactionary release of this necrotic poisonous energy into the dragon itself, as the net hits and makes contact in a bunch of parts of the body and start digging in, BB, you're able to move that energy through the net, and you watch as it begins to dig in on each of the teeth. You watch them each cause a small jolt as it heads throughout the wiring of the net itself, and through the entire web of teeth. That's a sentence. The web of teeth that are dug into the neck and the side and the wing of this dragon all sizzle, and you watch incisions all kind of like almost like teeth that were hot knives all dig in at once and cause like 4-inch incisions on all of these spots. And as the thing roars up, it drops down dead. And you watch.
Yes, that's
a lot of more dragon teeth. The rest of the kobold will be like, ah, fuck. Someone killed the boss. We got to win this hand, guys. If we don't win this hand, we're out of the job. We got no money.
Kip has all 5 cards of Exodia.
Switches to dual monsters right in the middle of it.
Going over
I have
and
all 6
immediately
aces.
collecting.
I win.
I'm collecting teeth, the net, and everything, and black dragon teeth. Oh, yeah.
I'm knocking teeth out with my shield to help.
Hell yeah.
Just bashing on the gums.
I got a large shield. It's like a tower shield. I'm in here.
As you guys are slowly taking apart this dragon, you watch as the kobolds are like, "Oh, I don't have any more aces. Fuck, I can't win. All right, here it is." Just throws a couple coins on the table, and the other kobold is like, "Ah, no, you said you would." And he's like, oh, "God damn it!" And just takes the hand in, smacks really hard, and takes out one of his own teeth and just throws it onto the top of the pile. Fine. And,
That's mine.
Slowly they start walking away. One of them stays and is like, I think Frankie could find a new life with you guys. I like this. I like this stuff. This seems fun. It seems like a fun little gig you got going on. Can I have one of my boss's old wings? Like, do any of you care that much? Like, I just want to make a cape.
Wing leather's great for a cape. Have at.
You want a cape?
No, yeah, cape.
Just runs over and
Party NPC like that.
So violently starts ripping off one of the wings.
Hey, hold up. And Puck just grabs her shovel and just starts chopping at the
I was
joint
getting
just
out
above it.
frustration here. All right, fine. I'm gonna keep saying mean things to my ex-boss, though.
Should we help the person we saved? Should that be a thing we do? And now that they're done being a poker table,
they don't have any
Can
teeth.
you get her out of there?
They don't have any teeth for me. I'm gonna focus over here. You guys make sure that she's okay.
gonna just
Okay.
get her out of that mess.
Takes a few moments. She is definitely unconscious. You don't know what they hit her with, but it knocked out a serious beast. After a few moments, she begins to comes conscious, and she's like, "No beginning." She yells out a name of somebody and looks around with fright for a moment, and then looks down and sees you guys. Like, oh. Where are we? Why are we over here?
Kidnapped, so we took care of the issue for you.
For you.
2 words?
Bottomless.
I heard bottomless.
Mimosas.
We're going to Margaritaville.
I think I could use a drink. What?
Huh?
Oh, was it this? Was it that guy? In place of the dragon?
You can keep your pants on. It wasn't that kind of bottomless.
I don't have any pants.
I just waved the tooth, like I'm waving one of the black dragon's tooth. It was this guy, but as you can tell, it will never be this guy again.
Thank you. Mallory must have sent one of his friends after me. That's fun. Okay. Yeah, I can treat you guys to drinks. The person that I was here, the person that you saw me with.
Wow, that was like so much better than I thought we were getting.
I mean, I was unconscious and being stolen. It's fine. I don't think it's at least the person that I was here with, that you saw me with, is he still around?
Maybe he's back over there, and she points back to the now dissipating dark cloud of whatever it was.
Okay, I guess right, give me a sec. And she like wriggles a bit and slowly condenses to a smaller and smaller form until she's like a normal sized humanoid creature, like around your guys' size. Probably a little more. A few of you guys are really small, but like, you know, a normal humanoid shape. And you see a pink skinned glassoma, a lizard-esque axolotl individual. Hi, my name is Tabitha. Thank you for saving me. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Tabitha.
Do you
And
need
she's
some
just like went
self-help?
from this to what?
You know, it was easier for sunbathing to just get everything all. It was just nice and toasty, but apparently it also made kidnapping me harder. So that's good to know. All right. Well, I have to go find my boss because if we're getting attacked by Tiamat, that's an issue. But
Oh
yes.
yeah, you mentioned something about Tiamat, and I'm sorry, I have a hell of a lot of
Yeah.
glare suddenly.
Wow. What just happened?
It's Jesus.
Just a moment.
Wait,
Jesus,
that-
while she's getting flashbanged.
What the holy fuck is happening in that corner?
oh my god.
It's like
That's
the end
horrible.
of a movie. It's just slowly fading
It's-
out.
It's nighttime. Is it aliens? What's happening?
Are you okay? Are you being abducted?
So
It's called magic.
Dang.
Ian hits you with flash fire immediately. Just
God.
did you turn off
You
the
know-
sign?
Did I what?
I forgot to take the fire out of his mouth. What do you want? Crispy teeth.
we have something to talk about now. You said the name and you said the glassoma, and we have something to talk about now. But yeah, I would wave the tooth and just be like, all right, cool, yeah, we'll take drinks and stuff. Thanks. What was your? You know what? We'll just meet you at the bar.
Yeah, I need to just make sure my boss is still okay. I assumed they went for me, so he's hopeless with some things without me, but that's fine. Let me go see. And then yes, I will treat you
Wait,
guys
your
to
boss?
drinks. Yeah. My boss? Yeah.
They didn't try to save you. That's a strange one.
They might have been knocked out themselves.
Be
He
pretty-
was an old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, old cat. We can go back. I'll treat you guys to some drinks. You missed one and points at Frankie. Should I?
Oh,
That's our
he
friend
turned
now.
on him. He's cool now.
Okay.
My
Would've
friend
liked
now.
to kill something. Goes
I mean, you're
over-
welcome to. He's not attached
We're
to
not
us
we're not
yet.
that we're not that into him yet. Like he seems cool, but like
Frankie looks so utterly betrayed.
You got coins in your pockets? Just
I would-
mean, pull those out and then we'll happens.
I mean,
Yeah.
Frank, maybe you shouldn't have kidnapped a person. You know, this is consequences of our actions, is what's happening right now.
I would look at Frank. I would just look at Frankie and just like with one of the dragon teeth. I don't see you as a cavity, but you couldn't have picked a worse group to try to do mean things with. So if she kills you, she kills you. If not, feel free and become healthier teeth with us.
I would like to be a healthier teeth. I would very much like to be healthier teeth. Very much would like to be healthier teeth. And just says it over and over again until Tabitha just kind of looks at him and says, all right. Walks over to the dragon skull, which I'm going to just say you've taken all the teeth out of at this point, and just stomps her foot on it to really crunch it inwards. That'll do for now. Let's go back.
I'll catch up with y'all.
You made it.
Frankie's just praying.
Frankie, stick with me. We're gonna get all this this dragon scale off. It's really useful for armor.
Oh yeah. I still get the wing though, right?
You still get the wing.
Awesome. All right. So Frankie is your assistant. He is helping you harvest the entire dragon best as you guys can.
Sweet. Anybody else want dragon jerky?
Sorry, be right back. Gonna grab the food.
Do
just
it.
outside.
Hell yeah. As that's going on, what are the rest of you guys up to? Is anyone doing anything in particular as the day comes down to like a nice casting sunset throughout the savannah area. We have two people harvesting the dragon. BB, Kip, are you guys up to anything in particular?
The savannah echoes.
I think I am trying to fill up. Go ahead.
The savannah echoes with the sound of BB seeing how a dragon skull tastes. Just shucking on a dragon skull that's now been stomped into pieces.
That's a choice. It was acidic, so it's
spicy.
Spicy.
It's got a little kick. It's got a little kick to it.
Spicy in quotation marks.
Got a little kick.
Kip, what about you?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. What's Kip up to?
Good question.
Kip is considering a new career in just dealing cards to random people. He's like, I can do this. I can make up rules. I can tell people things are wild when they're not, and they probably won't remember after 7 drinks. So, whatever. So I think he might be considering a new career as a Savannah dealer.
Hell yeah, we love a good Savannah dealer. And BB is over crunching on a skull, and we'll go back over to Molary in a second. But Puck, after you clean up and get all your stuff harvested and put into the cloak that seemed to be able to hold more weight than it could, like someone took a bag of holding and did something bad with it, made it into an item it wasn't supposed to be. What are you up to for your evening at the resort?
Well, first, while she is in process of slicing the hide off of this dragon, she has a thought, and her eyes flick up to look at the hotel resort, which is really not that far away. And her first thought is, ooh, I wonder how this looks to everybody else. And then she kind of has a thought of, as long as they don't kick us out, and hey, we'll just explain it as what it was, and I got Frankie here to corroborate the story, we're good. And she just goes back to hacking. Once she has it all collected and like the leather's like nice and rolled up and tucked away for now, she's gonna stretch it out on frames later. She's got the other wing is tucked up and kind of rolled up in that bundle too for some good like leather bracers and things. She's gonna grab Frankie and go, all right, now we gotta go corroborate our story. So you were trying to kidnap, you turned tail, your boss was a bad guy, now I'm the good guy, and you're gonna tell them that.
Whatever you say, boss.
Hey, like that.
Perfect timing.
And then we're gonna go wander back over to the hotel and start giving this story because I'm sure there's questions.
Frankie's just like, all right. This is a funny story. Now give me a second. I need to tell you all about it. Just talking to the host at the bar, being like, all right, I gotta explain this audio. Molary, as you see Puck and Frankie going over to the manager to explain everything, BB is eating the skull of the dragon, and Kip is probably having a drink and thinking about turning himself into a card dealer around here. What is Molary up to close out the evening?
I would say that Molary one is looking around and seeing if he can find the Tooth Fairy, because they were supposed to be at this resort also, and like fixing the net that they have made with 100% black dragon teeth now, and just cycling through and like drilling holes and like pushing the net through and just kind of smiling and looking around and having a good time with everyone.
To close out the adventure, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, give me a second. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
Oh, that's not good.
It's all good here.
Yeah, no. It is better now.
It's fine.
I am just making sure one other thing is good to go.
Hey, Molary, for our fourth wall break of for our audience, what exactly is your net made of? Because I don't think you've explained that to anybody watching.
So y'all know that floss that you throw in the trash when you're done? You notice it never really finds its way like to your actual trash can. You just dump it in there and leave it alone, right? Well, Molary likes to go through the trash and collect that floss and tie it up. Everything has to be used, right? So that floss that you already use, Molary uses it to make a net. And that is the net that is covered in dragon teeth now.
Which we love. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Mm-hmm.
As they say.
It just assisted in killing a black dragon, so obviously it's useful.
It's a very good net.
I can't argue with that.
And Kid Rock song going through my head right now.
So as
gum gadum 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 giddy bitty gum gaddy gum gadum gadum diggy diggy gum 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 gum
Just about, yes.
Lots of gunky gunky gunk. Actually, as you guys begin relaxing and looking around, either together or apart, not too far away, someone's talking to the manager, someone else is talking about a job application, someone else is telling other people how dragon skulls taste. Molary, as you are fixing your net, as you're fixing your neck, you do feel a blade. And as soon as you feel the blade right at the tip of your neck, you're like, incisor, saber-tooth. You know right away what that's from, and you hear whispered into your ear, "What are you doing around here?" The voice of the Tooth Fairy in your ear. And that's where we'll close this journey.
I was ready to slap a bitch with a net. I don't know what the effects of a black dragon are. Slap.
Acid. It does not great.
It's a net of acid damage now.
Stuck to the wall, plastered to the wall like this with just net of acid damage.
Yeah, it's good times. All right. Thank you for our followers for joining us for this adventure. I super appreciate this one shot. Our first of hopefully more planecations where various people, whether they do or don't know each other, can go to a random plane on vacation after whatever thing they did before, and then even more worse things happen, which is always great. I've been wanting to start doing this for a while. I'm glad we got a chance to do this and also use the Saga system. Please also check out our Tiltify, and honestly, don't have to donate through us as long as you're helping out PCRF or helping out the people of Palestine. We super appreciate that. Just supporting people, helping people in whatever way you can. Please come check out our community, our Discord community. I don't like bragging a lot, but I will say we have a really awesome set of people there, and I'm very happy that we've gotten so many great people recently. Please check out the players and all of their lovely journeys. Get dice, watch more streams, hear voice acting, watch all the cool things that other people are doing, the builds that they're building, stuff that they're doing. It's great. Yeah, do you guys have anything to close out before we raid off to one of our friends that are awake right now?
I did want to touch on something the last time I was on this beautiful channel. For my peeps out there that are afraid to join new groups, I was one of you. Please feel free to join this group if you are nervous about being new, if you're nervous about you've never played. My number one thing would be you're never going to learn until you do it. And this group is where I am learning pretty much everything. So far, Vinny has been great. He's sat down with me and taught me quite a bit, just like through talking about random things and then doing my own session and stuff like that. But not to mention that there are other DMs within here that wouldn't mind sitting down with you and talking to you about things just in case you're extremely nervous about talking to groups. So please join, feel free. Use my name whenever you join. It doesn't get you anything, but it's cool to know that I reached out to somebody. So yeah.
Feel that.
I would like to say something real quick, if I can. So, if guys, there's a really cool superpower that all of y'all have the access to hold a kick-ass character in your pocket when your boss is telling you what a shitty job you did your day at work, or when your coworker said you didn't do this thing, you can pull out your fucking orc and be like, motherfucker, I just killed 35 goblins the other night. And you don't have to say that out loud, but you can hold that in your heart when you smile at them and nod and know that you are a badass heart. If not out there, I will liberate you in here.
I love that.
Much love.
Awesome. I dropped a code and a link in the chat. You guys, if you like dice, if you enjoy getting new click-clack math rocks, if you're a math dragon, a dice goblin, however you'd like to call yourself, if you use that code, you'll get $10 off a purchase of $30 or more. And I do ship internationally. I have shipped to Australia, to New Zealand, to Germany, to the UK, all over the world. I ship down to South America. Anywhere that you guys might be or that your friends are, I will ship dice to you. Come join in, come have fun. Prices are reasonable. Our big thing is colorblind dice. Everything is readable by colorblind individuals. My son is colorblind. He's got proto-anomaly. And we want to make sure that dice is available for everybody who wants to be included in being able to do TTRPGs. So come have fun. Come join us.
Riley, any closers?
Happy Pride Month. Go be
Happy
yourself
Pride
and love
Month.
those around you and yourself.
I think that's a totally perfect message to send off to. Have a good night, guys. We're going to send you off to Slayer Case for a little more D&D shenanigans. We love y'all. Thank you for coming and supporting us. Hopefully we see more of you soon.